welcome back to the Shoot For It podcast. It's a show where we talk shooting jumpers and shooting for takedowns. But most importantly, we're just here to shoot the shit.
Oh, man, you guys, I've been waiting to say that for a long time. We actually forgot to say it last segment. Easter egg, if you didn't catch it. So glad to be back with the boys. Another amazing episode planned for y'all today. Starting it off really fun. We got another game. Today's going to be a more chill, fun episode, and spoiler, it's AI. Just
Perhaps.
like everything else in the world, AI has started to take over our show, and you guys are going to see it in action for the first time today. So lots of exciting stuff, but like we said, starting with the game, Nick, you want to tell us what this game is?
Yeah, so, I mean, basically, it's two truths and a lie. So.
All right, two truths, one lie.
I'm going to ask y'all some questions, and I don't know, y'all just...
Great. It's MMA or NBA?
It's mostly like UFC.
And UFC. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll do an NBA one another time then for one of these if you guys like it. All right.
Y'all ready to play?
Let's do it. So who's our first guy? Two truths, one lie. And if we get it, we get a point, right?
Yes.
All right.
Alrighty. So, let's start from here.
Don't look yet. We're not looking.
Alrighty. Okay. First is Brandon Moreno.
Brandon Moreno. All right.
Moreno.
All right. So Brandon Moreno is our first contestant here. So
two truths and a lie.
we got
Brandon
three
Moreno.
facts.
Okay.
We got to see which one the lie is.
Okay.
So tell us the three facts, Nick.
What we got?
Alright. So number one, Brandon Moreno is a certified beekeeper. Okay.
Interesting.
Number two, used to busk in mariachi bands.
Busk.
It's like playing outside, like outdoors, like getting money from people with.
Oh, I got you.
Those
Okay.
kinds of people.
Yeah.
And then number three, he once rode an ostrich during training.
Beekeeper, mariachi band, ostrich.
Well, one of them is the only thing that like ties directly to Mexico.
Yeah, mariachi I feel like has to be the truth, right?
I think so.
And beekeeping sounds like something Moreno would do, because I don't know if you know,
It
he's
does.
like a big anime nerd, big anime buff guy.
I did not know that, but
He loves Legos. Sounds like beekeeping is only natural. And the ostrich thing is just too much.
I vaguely remember seeing someone riding an ostrich. I think that was
Did you?
Mirab.
Was
I
it?
think that was Mirab.
I don't remember.
I don't
One
think
of the
that
little guys.
I don't think that was Moreno. I think that was Mirab. So I want to say the ostrich one is the lie.
Ostrich one's the lie. I'm going to go ostrich is the lie as well. We're locking that in.
You locking in?
So-
Well, you're right.
Let's go.
All right, 1 point each.
Okay, 1 point.
All
Let's
right.
see, what do we got next?
Hold on. Was it Mirab?
Wait, don't look this stuff up because Mirab's next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Is it-
Marab.
Is it
Literally
going to be
Mirab.
the same things?
We'll see.
Well, let's see. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we both got a point each.
Okay, so Marab speaks 5 languages,
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
has a pet tarantula named Maddie. I don't know how to pronounce that.
That sounds more like it could be because of what he just said.
M-E-R-I.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
And then he won a pie eating contest in Georgia.
In Georgia. That's hard. I feel like the tarantula one, just because of the name, sounds legit. Mari.
You think so?
That sounds like something he'd do. Like, this is my
What was the first
tarantula,
one?
Mari.
What was the first one again?
First one is he speaks 5 languages.
5 languages.
Well, we know he speaks English and Georgian. And I know a lot of people over there speak
And
a bunch
it's-
of languages.
Yeah, I mean, there's like Arabic, there's Farsi, there's Russian, all in that same area.
Yeah. This is tough.
I think the 5 languages one might be true.
Yeah, it seems like he would know a lot of languages.
I'm just gonna say that's true. Let's rule that one out.
I think the tarantula one for me is true. What was the third one? Sorry, say that one more time. Pie eating contest?
He won a pie eating contest.
I'm going to
in
go that
Georgia.
one's false. Because he's a professional athlete. I don't have any basis other than that. I feel like he'd watch what he's eating. And he's a small guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd eat
You know
that
what?
much. And
I mean,
how popular is pie in Georgia?
I can see him eating pie, like doing that as like, you know, he just finished a fight camp, like he won the fight, and then he's like in celebration mode, eats a bunch of pies.
Okay, so you think that's true.
I think that one might be true. I'm gonna disagree with you here. I'm gonna say the tarantula one is the
Okay.
false one.
Let's see. So I'm pie, he's tarantula.
The pie eating contest is false.
Let's
Ah,
go!
come
Is this
on.
my first win? Is this my first win?
Well, the game's not over.
Oh, let's go!
Okay, so we're making this a
2-1.
competition now?
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Oh,
all
that's
right.
competition.
2-1.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
all right.
Alright, who we
All
got
right.
next? Alex
Volkanovski.
Okay, what you got, Nick?
Alrighty. So Alex Volkanovski climbed Tasmania's Mount Wellington.
It sounds like something
I can
he'd
see
do.
that happening.
Definitely. I like how we're both like.
He was a junior chess champion.
No way.
Ooh.
Volkanovski?
And finally, he competed in Australia's kangaroo boxing.
Come on. Both of them. Okay. I think I have to do chess because he doesn't seem like a chess guy. Oh, mate. Come on, mate. You going checkmate? Oh, no way. Dude's definitely kangaroo boxing. Dude's definitely. What was the first one? Something about climbing a mountain? Yeah. Dude, definitely things that he. I'm going to go. Well, the second one. For sure. Definitely not a chess champion. No chance.
I don't know, man. I mean, the third one was what again? Just remind me.
Competed in Australia's kangaroo boxing.
I feel like that one's almost like baiting you too much because like you want. Is he from Australia or New Zealand?
Australia.
Australia.
He's from Wollongong. Come on, dude's kangaroo boxing.
And he
every
does
other
live
week.
He does live
I don't
on
even
a
know what
farm
kangaroo
now.
boxing is.
He lives on a farm now. I don't know if
But
you can call him that.
I can totally believe that Australians do such a thing. And I have no basis of this, but I just feel like Volkanovski's a smart guy.
Yeah.
Very high IQ. But chess? I don't know. I'm taking chess.
You know what? Just for the sake of, trying to get different answers to see who gets the point, I'm going to pick the kangaroo one. I
Kangaroo
think that's
boxing?
just baiting us to think
Okay.
it's true.
What do we got here?
Gabe, you're right.
Oh! Kangaroo boxing isn't real. Yeah, I got baited. I was one of the bait guys. I got baited.
I told you.
So now it's 2-2.
2-2.
It's tied up. Fuck. I need
Yo,
to win
let's
one,
go,
guys.
let's go.
For those of you who are new, I've never won a single game on this freaking channel. So, come on. This is my first win.
See if his
Viewers,
luck will
vote
change.
for me. Alright, who's next? By the way, I think this goes up by weight class.
Oh, Gaethje.
Gaethje, alright.
Gaethje.
Justin
Okay,
Gaethje.
okay.
Alright,
What you
so
got?
Justin Gaethje has a black belt in Taekwondo.
Okay.
He loves knot tying and scouts camping.
Scouts camping sounds like kind of weird. I don't know. Okay.
Or he once tried to milk a moose.
Oh, God.
This is hard. Okay, go all the way through them all again. They're all unbelievable.
They all are pretty unbelievable.
Okay, so he has a black belt in Taekwondo.
What the heck?
Which I low-key don't think he has.
I don't think so. Yeah, he does one thing, low kick. That's
Yeah.
all he does.
He loves knot tying and scouts camping.
The scouts thing throws me off, but the most believable out of all of them.
Yeah, I could see that happening, but, like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
And then he once tried to milk a moose.
That's insane, if he ever actually tried to do that.
milk a moose.
I'm with you on the Taekwondo thing, though. The dude grew up in a mining town from a coal mining or some kind of, like, mineral mining family. Like, those people do not do Taekwondo.
And he's more of, like, a boxer, kickboxer
Boxer,
than a Taekwondo.
kickboxer, had an all-American wrestling background. Yeah, I'm going to say... Dude, if the other one's true, though, if he tried to milk a freaking moose...
Yeah, I mean, he tried.
Yeah, it's the big word. Yeah, if it said milked a moose,
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the heck? But okay, I'm going to say black belt in Taekwondo.
I think that's the lie also.
Mm-hmm.
It's the moose.
The moose?
What?
That's the lie?
That's the lie. He did. You can't milk a
I mean,
moose.
We're idiots.
I guess, yeah.
That is a giant murder machine. No one's milking that.
You know what? Everyone has a Taekwondo black belt. It's not like it's kind of like a
It's not like-
participation as a Taekwondo guy,
Yeah.
as a Korean, you know.
It's not quite
It's
like
not.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Corey Sandhagen has a Taekwondo black belt, so
Okay. All right. Well, he's more of a
Whatever.
Taekwondo fighter, though.
that's true. He did get a spinning heel kick knockout with Marlon Moraes, but
Okay. Well,
all right.
no points.
I
on
guess
that one.
that's why he's so good at leg kicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Still tied.
Even though
2-2.
you're not allowed to kick the legs in Taekwondo. Anyway, moving on.
We got
So we're still
Joaquin
tied,
Buckley.
right?
Joaquin Buckley.
2-2.
2-2.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Joaquin Buckley.
Alright, so Joaquin Buckley played classical piano since age 5. Was a regional taco eating champion.
That sounds believable.
That sounds sus too.
He-
What kind of taco is it?
Or he once got stranded on a roller coaster.
Huh.
Okay, the roller coaster one's super believable.
Yeah.
The taco one is so random.
What was the first one?
He did piano.
Oh yeah,
or something?
classical piano. Everybody does piano when they're 5.
Yeah, so that's believable too.
Taco eating.
Okay, I don't mean.
contest.
I mean, I don't mean to be controversial, but do a lot of black kids do piano at 5?
That's true. I know Asian kids do, but well, you know what? I do say black kids do a lot of music, like drums and all sorts. Marching, like all sorts of choir. I know at churches they have like organs and stuff like that. But I don't know if they do classical. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is hard.
I don't know, for some reason the taco one.
Yeah, the taco one is weird, man. But he was a 185er and he didn't cut any weight.
It said he was young or something doing the taco thing. What was it?
Just said he was a junior,
just a regional
taco eating champion.
But he's an athlete. You got to eat a lot to fuel the body. You're working on a budget here.
Didn't we do something? We said something similar about the pie eating contest, and that came out true for me.
But that's less. That's more of a cheat meal thing.
Yeah.
The taco eating thing, you could do that
True.
on a weekly basis.
You shouldn't. All right, I think we should give Nick an answer here, huh? I'm going to say tacos. I'm going to say tacos. Tacos is fake. Tacos is false.
I want to agree with you, but I also want to switch it up. I'm going to go the piano one, I guess.
All right.
Both of you are wrong.
What?
The roller coaster one?
That one wasn't real?
That was just
so he did piano and he was a taco guy?
How do we know this? Did he say, I've never been stuck on a roller coaster before? Like, how do we know this?
Well, I mean, I guess, being stuck on a roller coaster isn't, like, super common. I don't know a lot of people.
I've had that happen to me before.
You?
I got stuck on a roller coaster.
Really? Where?
We went to Kima.
It was
Kima.
Also Kima, not with them.
Yeah, so, like, I was with my cousin Ashley. Ashley, if you're watching, maybe you remember this. We were on this, it was like that swinging boat thing or whatever.
Oh, I know, yeah, one of those.
And it got kind of, like, stuck like this.
That's scary.
And I was, like hanging down. My entire body was facing down.
That's terrifying.
And I was just like hanging on, like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
And it was like, it wasn't all the way up, like vertical.
Yeah.
But like the thing was like 3/4 of the way up, and I was like leaning over someone.
That's terrifying, and I hope that never happens to me.
So I mean, it wasn't very long. It was only a couple minutes, but.
Well, it sounds like Joaquin got lucky. So,
yeah.
All right, well, still tied up, guys. We have a couple more weight classes. So now we're going up to Khamzat Chimaev.
Khamzat.
What do we got here?
Alrighty. So Khamzat Chimaev delivered water to villagers in Sweden.
That sounds like something he would do.
He grew up herding goats in Chechnya.
That sounds...
That's where he's from.
Very, yeah.
And he can juggle 5 knives.
God, that also sounds like something he could do, but come on.
Off rip, I'm just going with the knives.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
Lock it in.
I'm a knives locked in.
You're both
right. Okay.
Yeah.
The other two were too basic.
Too easy. Yeah, too easy.
That was the easy one, I guess.
Right. Guys, give me.
We got next. Ooh, Jan Blok.
Two left. We're both still tied up. 3-3? 4-4? Something like that. 3-3. Yeah. 2 left.
Alrighty, so Jan Blachowicz voiced a cartoon dragon in Polish dub.
Dude, that sounds like
that sounds pretty awesome.
And awesome.
Yeah. Cool. He runs a vintage motorcycle blog.
What?
Blog?
Whoa.
You think Jan's got time to blog?
Yeah.
Or he once surfed the Baltic Sea.
Huh. That sounds like something you could easily do. Surfing a sea?
But do they really surf like that in the Baltic area? Like...
Yeah, I think they surf everywhere.
Sure, I guess, yeah.
And he loves the cold water swimming stuff.
I love the cold water too.
But the other two sound believable too. Guys, I've seen like memes of him in motorcycles.
Really?
Like
I've never seen that.
But it was like memes is in one meme.
Okay.
He was in a motorcycle and he was with Michael Bisping and he was in like the little sidecar scooter. And Michael was driving.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
It was in an Embedded episode.
Okay.
When he was fighting, I believe, Teixeira for the title.
Anyway,
that sounds believable too. The most believable one is the first one, though.
Same again.
The dragon.
That's Voice of Dragon.
Voice of Dragon.
I hope that one's real.
Stuff. I'm gonna say that one's real because I want to kind of hear it.
Yeah, I want to.
That's awesome. So, surfing or
surfing dragon, and what's the third one?
The
motorcycle blog.
I don't think he has a motorcycle blog.
That's the thing. Yeah, who blogs? Like MMA fighter blog? Like that's weird. Right?
I'm gonna say the motorcycle
like,
one is
Dear Diary, today I rode this. Like, come on, no one does that, right? But I kind of want to do something different from you.
That's why I went first, you know.
All right. Ugh, but I want to win so bad. I want to win so freaking bad. No, I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna be. I'm playing this smart. I'm also gonna pick, the
motorcycle
blog, not the surfing.
All right.
Locked it in.
Locked in. You're both wrong.
Dang it!
Ah,
Which
well,
was
that's fine.
it was the surfing. No!
I told
Joe,
you.
you could have taken the lead.
I could have taken
You
the
convinced
lead.
me that they surf over there. I'm sure they do, but
I just
I
know
can't see
Jan
his-
loves the
I
like
can't see
cold.
Jan's big ass.
That's true.
I can't see that happening.
Oh, man.
Oh,
All right.
gosh.
This
What's
one
the
I'm gonna.
score?
I have to be different from you because one of us has to win.
Is this still 2-2? Right
Still
3-3.
3-3.
3-3.
3-3. Last
Is this the
one.
last
This
one?
is the last one.
now?
Heavyweight.
Alright, this is the last.
Is there 7 or okay?
There's 8.
Yeah, it's for one per weight class.
Okay. Okay, Cyril, my
Cyril.
guy,
Cyril
my guy.
Gahn. All right. So Cyril Gahn trained in ballet as a teen.
Okay, that sounds like right. That sounds like something he'd do.
I'm not gonna say anything about
Collects porcelain teapots.
Bro.
And finally, he rode the Paris Metro as a mime.
What the fuck? Okay, this is hard. What? Can you say them one more time
So-
for me?
So, first one, trained in ballet as a teen. Collects porcelain teapots. And he rode the Paris Metro as a mime.
that. Okay, I think I know my answer.
Should we say it at the same time so we don't give each other an advantage?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
The
B!
porcelain
Yeah.
pots.
Oh
yeah.
wait, then I'm going mime just to be different because I want to win.
Okay. Y'all locked in?
Yeah, mime.
Juho's right.
Let's go!
He got his first dub.
All right. Well done.
Congratulations,
Well done.
Juho.
First win. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my dad in heaven. I want to thank God. Thank you. Shoot for it. This is history. This is history today. Juho won. Gabe 10.
Bravo.
Got his ESPYs award. There
Guys,
you go.
I hope you enjoyed that segment. I sure had a lot of fun. If you guys like it, we'll bring this back with NBA next time. We'll be back soon with more MMA and NBA news for y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Welcome back to the Shoot For It podcast. You know who it is. It's your favorite co-host, Taekwondo Ho, and your other favorite co-host.
Gabe, aka Boardman K.
That's right. We're back at it. We just finished a really fun segment where I won my first one. I'm never going to let you live that first victory I've ever had down. But on to some very stimulating things. Aloha,
Aloha.
Hey, aloha, hey. That's gonna be
Yeah, man.
that's gonna be clipped.
Yeah, me and producer behind the scenes, super producer Nick, we were in Hawaii for 4th of July. It was a blast. We loved it. That's why we had a little bit of a intermission
Look at that,
between this
beautiful.
episode and last one. It was fantastic. We went to Maui. What did you do for 4th of July, bro?
4th of July, went out with some friends. We had some beers. I went to one of my friends' DJ events. That was pretty fun on 4th of July. Pretty quiet. And actually, my county, Fort Bend County, they're very lax on fireworks. So you could just light them in the parking lot and stuff. So I was
really?
watching it very close, like big fireworks, and I got to see them like 10 feet away.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
that was pretty cool. But going back to more fun things, guys. Hawaii, I mean, Nick, you told me about the Loco Moco. You need to have the
Yes,
mushroom
it's
and the onion and
it's
the
a
gravy.
must-have. Let me jump in real quick.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about Locomocos here. If it doesn't have onions and mushrooms, some people don't like mushrooms. I understand that.
I hate mushrooms, but you
But-
need them in the gravy.
The gravy,
I love mushrooms.
it's not right. It doesn't taste right if there's no mushrooms in it. So,
So,
it has
yeah.
to at least be cooked with mushrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
those of you who don't know, a Loco Moco is a Hawaiian dish where it's white rice, a burger patty, a fried egg, and smothered in gravy. And boy, is it one of the best things of all time. And the gravy makes it, which is why we're harping on it. Get some as soon as you go to Hawaii.
Yo, I'm not even like the biggest fan of like fried eggs or anything, but like you have to keep everything together, like
Mix
the
it
juice
all
from
up.
the egg.
What
with
else
the
you guys
gravy
eat?
and the rice. A lot of fish, a lot of like
Oh,
mahi
love
mahi. You had
seafood.
sushi. I think like marlin is in season there, so they had a
Oh,
marlin.
swordfish.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
marlin and swordfish are actually different. I didn't
Are
realize
they?
that, but
Okay.
they're similar, but they're different. So marlin was in season. I had that a few times. It's very good.
Picture.
Is it like a steak? Hey,
Oh.
look at that. Look at that with the sunglass reflection of Nick drinking. That's awesome.
Yeah, the mysterious super producer. If you can
Yeah.
zoom in there, you might be able to catch a
Mustache
glimpse of
on
him.
fleek. But guys, I mean, tell me more about the nature. How is that?
Oh man, it was so beautiful. I mean, like every day we hit the beach pretty much, at least for like an hour or two every day. my favorite part about going to a place like Hawaii or going to the beach, it's not sitting on the beach, it's not getting a tan. You might notice I got a little bit of a tan, but, you know,
barely.
Barely. There you go. So pretty much, like, my favorite part is swimming in the ocean.
Yeah.
I love just, like, checking out whatever coral, looking at the fish. One day, actually, we were swimming with a turtle.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was, like, the second or third day of the trip. We were out in the water.
Were you all like snorkeling or?
We just had goggles. We were thugging it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no,
nice,
we
nice.
never rent all the snorkeling gear and the flippers and stuff. I already got big wide feet, so I'm propelling through that water flying.
The size 14s.
Yeah, so we ended up finding a turtle. This guy was following for a while, and he's like, "Hey guys, there's a turtle over here. Come look." So we started following him. He eventually went back his own way, the guy. And we were with the turtle like 30, 40 minutes, just like chilling, seeing what he was up to.
Oh, that's awesome. What was it up to?
I mean,
it was just eating.
It was eating some algae and some stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
a wild turtle.
Speaking of nature, look at this picture behind you. This is a night rainbow.
Nighttime
picture.
Nighttime rainbow.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing. This is at night. Here. This is proof right
There's
here.
no sun. How does?
It's reflecting off the moon.
What?
The moonlight.
This night it was a full moon. Pretty clear out, and I guess it was raining over the ocean. I'm not sure. It rains all the time in Hawaii.
There's like multiple rainbows.
It's like Houston if Houston wasn't like a ashtray.
Horrible.
So, well, yeah. I mean, we came back from dinner.
That was perfect.
You know, we had some. You know, I had fish for dinner, of course, and we were walking back on this path next to this beach. I look over. I'm like, what is that in the sky? You know, it's a big arc. I'm like, is that a rainbow? And, you know, sure enough, when I pulled out my phone, turned up the brightness, I could see, like, you can see the colors barely. Like, look, it says, it's like red, yellow.
That, I mean, I'll say, the fact that it's coming off on camera at all, it must have looked really vibrant.
You could see it very clearly.
Yeah.
You could really
At
see
night
it.
is crazy.
And, like, even, like, the brightness is turned up here, but you could see the colors, even though it was dark outside. It was weird.
Wow.
I'd never seen that, so that was an amazing thing.
Wow.
That we saw.
It's another
Beautiful.
night shot. Yeah, this is the same night. Full
That's
moon.
the moon?
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the
moon.
What?
Right.
That's crazy. It looks like a daytime. It's so bright.
Yeah. And
Wow.
Some nature shots.
We went on a nice hike. We went up the road to Hana.
Yeah, y'all were there for almost the whole week.
We were there for about
A
10
little
days.
over.
10 days?
10
Yeah.
days,
Okay,
10
more
days.
than a week then.
So the famous road to Hana, it's one of the most dangerous roads in the world
Oh.
because it's like a lot of the road. It's like a one lane thing, but it's two way.
Oh, okay.
So like if someone's coming, one of them has to move out of the way and like pull over next to like the big rock walls and
Gotcha.
stuff.
And it's a very narrow one like lane road.
Gotcha.
Lots of small bridges that are like 20, 30 feet long, going over all the valleys and stuff.
Wow. Y'all hiked it?
Lots of tunnels and stuff. We drove and then we got out and hiked, and that's some of the pictures are from.
Wow.
We ended up stopping at this like nature preserve arboretum type of thing, and there was like so many different kinds of birds. If you see here, look, there's a big peacock right here.
Apparently they're called peacocks, by the way, because they ate peas.
Really?
Just a little fun fact for you guys.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh my god, is that a baby peacock?
Baby peacock.
That's awesome.
There's his mama right there. We
That's
stopped.
great.
We stopped at this garden and we had a nice lunch.
Little,
and picked up
picnic.
sandwiches and chips and stuff at the gas station type of place. And we stopped here. That was really awesome.
That's great.
Lots of crazy trees. Things I had never seen before. There was this tree that had these like blue berries or seeds or something, bright blue. They were like falling all over the place, and it was like the brightest blue I had ever seen.
Wow, in nature especially.
And it was made by nature, and it was just a beautiful place.
There's the tree.
This is the tree. Those little nuts or berries. or
Oh,
whatever.
that's one of the berries.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I actually placed that berry on top
Oh,
of
that's
it.
great. That's great.
But
It was
there
beautiful,
also
man.
A tree with a
With,
face.
like, a face
It's the
on it,
Lora,
yeah.
I guess.
It's
Yeah.
a very zen place. I mean, Hawaii.
I've never been to Hawaii, so next time I
It's
go, I'm gonna have to
beautiful.
ask you guys for
boys
some.
trip to Hawaii. Would be
Yeah.
sick.
Oh yeah, guys, we're gonna go on a trip and we'll vlog the whole thing. So look out for that one day.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, Hawaii was awesome for 4th of July when I was in Hawaii. Maui specifically, they were in a pretty severe drought.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it rains every day, it's only for like 5-10 minutes at a time.
Right.
And there's so much sun, so much wind, everything dries out really fast. So they were pretty strict on fireworks, but there's a hotel right next to where we were staying. They had fireworks right on the beach over the water.
Oh, beautiful.
And that was awesome. We just saw it from our hotel balcony.
Nice. That's all you need, man. That's all you need.
That was great.
I mean, it sounds like an amazing trip, but you boys did mention on the way back it was a pretty nightmarish experience trying to get back to
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, the flights, we live in Houston, right? And Hawaii is, way out west in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
So it was a connecting flight.
Yeah.
So we went from Houston to San Francisco, and from San Francisco to somewhere in Maui. I don't remember the name.
Okay.
It was a hard to pronounce name. It started with I think Kahului or something. Anyways, that was like a 14-hour just a flight time-ish thing.
Man.
And then
brutal.
On the way back, again, connecting flight in San Francisco back to Houston. We got back to Houston. It was like a thunderstorm.
Oh my god.
And like
going back is always the most tiring too, because you're going back in time.
And we're all sunburned.
Yeah.
My skin was all dry.
Yeah.
The pressure, I was itching and everything. Anyways, it took us like 2 hours once we'd landed in Houston just to even get our bags.
That's what you guys told me. That's freaking insane.
Because it was at least 2 hours. Because there was a thunderstorm. They weren't allowed to send the staff out there to go get the luggage from below the plane.
Jeez.
Anyways, not to focus too much on that, but the last day in Hawaii, we had a really fun time. We went to Paia. It's a really fun town, a little surfer hippie town.
Okay.
The great pizza over there, Flatbread Pizza Company. Go check
Shout
it
out.
out. Fantastic. We went there twice during our trip there.
Wow.
But anyways, the last day we went to this bar, and it was about 3 p.m. with the 5-hour-ish time difference from Houston to Hawaii. We were like, oh, let's watch the UFC fights. Let's see if they got it on.
A little UFC action.
So we pulled up. We had a few beers. We watched like all the prelims and the main card.
All right.
But it was pretty funny. So like right when we got there, we were like, it was like no one was in there.
Yeah.
And besides like one guy sitting at the bar looking at his phone.
Yeah.
And there was surfing on the TV.
Uh-huh.
It was like some kind of surfing competition.
Yeah.
And we were like asking the bartender, like, hey, do you mind switching this to the UFC fights? It's on ESPN.
Yeah, it's free.
Easy to find.
Fight card, yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I got you, man. I didn't know there's fights on tonight. He
Oh,
was a UFC fan.
That's awesome.
The bartender.
Oh, great.
So he switched like all the TVs to the
Oh,
UFC.
all of them?
Like all of them.
That's so
and
awesome.
he turned on they were playing music in there on the speakers, but he switched it to the fight.
Audio. Nice.
And then there was that one guy who was sitting at the bar.
Yeah, on his phone.
He starts looking around like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I think that's the only place, maybe not the only place, but in the United States, he was like upset that he switched the channel off of the surfing.
It wasn't even some like national championship or whatever. It was just like
some local.
Yeah, I mean it was like it was a championship
for
sure. It was some
regional thing.
Yeah, it was some type of competition.
But it was like some small thing. There was like no crowd on the TV. If it was some like national coverage or whatever, I feel like a lot more people would be watching.
Did the bartender like give him his own TV to watch, I guess?
Well, no, the guy just pulled it up on his phone and started watching it. And I told the guy, because I was like, I noticed he was upset. He was like, bro, what happened to the surfing? I was like, oh, and he was like, 28, 30-ish. Like, not too much older than us. And I was like, oh, sorry, bro, I didn't know you were watching that. And he was just like, oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
But that's the Hawaiian vibe.
And then he just left.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he watched it on his phone for a little while, and then he just left. He finished his beer and left. So I felt kind of bad about that.
No,
But also, he didn't seem mad.
Yeah.
So anyways, the Hawaiian lifestyle is very laid back and chill.
Cool. How'd you enjoy the fights, boys?
The fights were pretty fun, man.
Derrick
Lewis.
Derrick, the Black Beast. Should we start with the Black Beast?
Sure, let's go over it, man.
Let's just go over the quick Black... Actually, before the Black Beast, I want to quickly go over one other fight on the card. Stephen Thompson versus Gabriel Bonfim. Guys, just a quick thought about this. I don't want to get too much into this, but Stephen Thompson is one of my favorite fighters, as you guys know. I thought this was a robbery. It was a close fight, very close.
Yeah, very close.
Again, I'm biased, which is why I'm calling this a robbery. I think first round, second round, 1-1 potentially. And then the third round, I thought clearly was Stephen Thompson on damage because Bonfim was just holding him on the cage. But, at the end of the day, Stephen Thompson's old, and it just sucked to see him lose, man.
I mean, I know Wonder Boy is his favorite fighter of all time. He's talked about that many times. Very exciting fighter in his prime. He's a little older now. I mean,
he's the oldest. He's the oldest in the entire UFC.
I was trying to be nice. He's like, he's like 42 or something.
Dude, he the only other fighter who's close to him is Jan Blachowicz, and he's a few months younger than Stephen Thompson.
The only one that was older than him was Stipe before, right?
Yeah.
Because he was like 44 in his John Jones fight.
But again, he's a welterweight at 40, guys.
So anyways, split decision goes to Gabriel Bonfim.
Whatever.
I mean, I don't want to break this down too much, but I thought it was a pretty easy win for Bonfim. Unfortunately,
easy win for Bonfim. You're a jerk, man.
I thought it could have been a unanimous decision just because of the wrestling and the control time. He ended up getting what is it?
He did have a lot of control
5
time.
takedowns in the fight. He got a takedown in every round of the fight.
I'll say this: I think he won the first round just off control, and he did damage. I think second round Thompson won through. He rocked Bonfim, I think, once or twice,
strikes,
right?
Yeah.
And he rocked him, like made him stagger.
Yeah.
Third round, it's so close, but again, I don't know if you have this up, but the significant strike should go to Thompson.
16
when it comes to the third.
7-10, actually, Bonfim won the significant strikes.
But I think that's a little convoluted because those 10 strikes that Bonfim threw were like little rabbit
it
punches.
didn't damage him a ton.
And Thompson was, and he had a crazy knot on his leg. I don't know if y'all remember. And he was still spamming head kicks on Bonfim. So doesn't matter. Thompson's on his way out. Bonfim got fraud checked a few fights ago. So just wanted to bring that up because, again, my man Steven Thompson, man, I hope you have one more fight with a fun striker and you call it quits and move on to karate combat or something.
I'm totally honest. I thought he was going to retire in this fight.
I don't think he wants to retire on a loss. He did mention in multiple interviews he wants to fight out his contract.
Yeah.
He has one more fight on his contract. So I think this is going to be the last one. Hopefully the UFC puts him with a really fun striker. And we'll see what happens.
My thing is, it's like, I always hate... I want every legendary fighter to go out on a win. They go out on their shield and they're like, hey, I did my best. I gave y'all everything we got. Like, we're going to talk about Poirier later. But... it's always terrible when it's like a really bad loss.
Yeah.
Like that Anthony Smith one where he just got battered on the ground.
Destroyed by the Chinese guy, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I thought this would have been a good one because it was very close. I mean, it was a split decision. I thought it probably was more unanimous decision, but there was more damage from Thompson's side. You don't want to see a guy get absolutely messed up like Anthony Smith. So I hope Thompson ends with a win, or if he ends his next fight after the contract is done.
I just want an exciting fight. I don't want them to match him up with a Bonfim type guy who's just gonna, stay.
Right.
Because dude, even though Thompson's 40, he's still terrifying on the feet. He is. No one wants to fight with him on the feet. So give him a striker. Give him someone who's going to stand and bang with him, and who's going to make it an interesting, fun fight. Because win or lose, he deserves to go out with an exciting fight.
I totally agree.
Yeah. Moving on to the Derrick Lewis fight. Honestly, I would like to hear your brother, our local super producer Nick's opinion. His favorite fighter is Derrick Lewis.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As it has been documented. Nick, tell us what you thought about the Lewis versus Teixeira fight, my man.
My balls was hot.
Yeah,
bro. Oh man, Derrick Lewis. There will never be another Derrick Lewis.
100% agreed.
But honestly though, this I don't know if y'all agree with this, but I feel like Derrick Lewis is the most unpredictable fighter.
I agree.
Probably in the UFC right now, in my opinion.
Agreed, actually.
Because he'll lose to like some nobody.
Yeah.
And then he'll take a break for a while. He'll be eating his all his food.
Yep.
Drinking his drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to speak. Just doing normal UFC Houstonian things.
Yeah.
In his off time.
Mm-hmm.
And not really take it seriously. And then out of nowhere, he'll just knock out, some big motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undefeated motherfucker.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah, in the first round.
And then he'll just, he'll take his pants off, and then
he always does
he'll get a FaceTime call from Donnie J, the president, and then he shows his ass to the world.
All of this is just what happened.
And then in the post-fight interview, he was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go, 10 rounds with my wife." Or whatever.
Someone asked him,
some real ground and pound.
What do you want to do next? And he was like, "You know what? It's been a while. I've been away from home. I miss my wife. I'm gonna do her next." And then, honestly,
the crowd went wild.
A lot of people would see that as like vulgar, but it panned to the wife, and she was happy. She was smiling. She loves this man. I love this man.
He said it.
This guy's a beast.
About him. He says it so matter of fact and calmly. That's what's funny. If he said his phrases any differently than he does as like a chill just dude, I think
he's just like, "Oh, I'm about to go back to the house and take it to Pound Town with the wife." He's not just like, "I'm gonna go destroy my wife in the bed.
Yeah,
it's just like,
in an interview recently.
He's just real.
Yeah, in an interview recently, I don't know if y'all heard his like interview about Ronda Rousey, where he's like, "Where's Ronda Rousey's fine ass?" So recently in an interview, someone was like, just mentioned like, "Oh yeah, I spoke to Ronda Rousey," and he just goes, "Did she talk about me?"
Yeah.
And then she's like, "What?" And he goes, "It doesn't matter. I'm married anyway." But yeah, dude. I mean, a lot of people. I don't even think anyone's saying that this was a late stoppage or early stoppage.
Some people are.
But
those are
just
just
very obvious.
Those are just losers.
Yeah.
I mean, the fence grab was so obvious.
Yeah.
I agree, man. Unpredictable fighter. I've said this for a long time. I think Derrick does best against grapplers, against wrestlers. He is really superb.
Well, wrestling doesn't exist.
Jiu-jitsu
right,
doesn't
it's
exist.
a heavyweight, right?
Just stand up.
And so he's really good against guys who are going to try to take him down, and if they can't, he's going to destroy them.
Yeah.
Most of his wins come from ground and pound. Most of his losses come from strikers. Look at his last few losses. It was Tai Tuivasa, Cyril Gane, and Sergey Pavlovich. All of those guys are strikers. So,
all very good fighters too.
Yeah, so because he's not going to try to take him down. So if he goes against a technical, strong striker, that's his weakness. Anyone else, Curtis Blades, even a non-technical fighter like Francis Ngannou, those guys he actually does really well against. I will say against Tom Aspinall,
I don't like his chances.
I don't know,
man.
honestly.
I don't know, man.
Honestly, I do think after this fight, I think Derrick Lewis.
He has a chance.
He's gonna get a title shot soon.
I think one more fight and he gets a title shot.
One more fight, if he does well, he'll get a title shot.
I would like to see him versus Blades again, rematch. Blades versus Lewis rematch.
What is Jan ranked at right now?
Jan?
Yeah, Blachowicz?
He's a light heavyweight.
Oh, that's light heavyweight.
Yeah,
My bad.
Yeah. So it would probably be Cyril or Volkov, most likely. Or I think Lewis fights Blades or one of those guys, and he's right back in the conversation. He's just such a big name.
He's just a star.
But such a great win, man. We love Lewis, man. Derrick, if you're watching, you're probably not. We love you. Keep doing your thing. Shoot for a podcast, always behind your back.
Yeah, I mean, that was just to go over the fight again. 35-second victory in the first round. TKO, not a clean KO.
Yeah.
Knocked Teixeira down with a left hook.
I think it was a left hook.
And then he
fell. It was a right.
A right hook, right? Yeah, it was a right hook.
It was a hook.
Teixeira, I actually watched a video of Lewis talking about this. He actually couldn't see out of his right eye when he knocked him out.
Oh wow!
Like Teixeira, he punched him in his right eye.
That's right.
And he was like stumbling. He couldn't really see anything. He just threw like a wild hook.
And it just landed.
He landed. That's what I love about Derrick.
Yeah.
He can be some big guys beating the crap out of him.
He has eraser power.
And then he just kind of stands up and just throws out a wild hook or two, and then he wins.
Yeah. He just needs one.
He just needs one.
So
I mean, Teixeira was 8-0 in the UFC up until this fight. He was 6'7", long, rangy striker. Picks his spots very well. He has some jiu-jitsu in his bag as well. I was surprised that he was such a big favorite against a guy like Derrick Lewis.
Yeah, I know.
Derrick Lewis, like, all he needs is like one clean punch.
Right.
If he gets in the pocket, if he's real up close to you, and if he gets you against the cage or anything like that, if he gets one clean punch, it can end the fight.
Right. And Teixeira, I will say his only win in the UFC was Tafa. And we all know Tafa's a scrub. So
the hit or miss guy.
Yeah, so it's like, I can see, I guess, him being a slight favorite, but that much was ridiculous. And I was rooting for Derrick all day.
I mean, he was a minus 280 favorite over Derrick.
Crazy.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. Well, moving on, we're going to bring it back to Hawaii, back to where you guys were.
Let's go.
We got an upcoming card. Max Holloway, your favorite Hawaiian, my favorite Hawaiian in the MMA world.
Everyone's favorite
is fighting the Louisiana native Dustin Poirier in New Orleans for his retirement fight. Dustin Poirier, one of the most beloved UFC fighters, makes a pretty mid hot sauce. But obviously, Poirier's, bro, it's low-key.
I was thinking about buying it, actually, low-key. Really? It's just like a buffalo sauce, isn't it?
Dustin, don't hate me, man, but your hot sauce isn't that good.
It's probably better than Hawaiian hot sauce, I'll tell you that.
Is it?
The Hawaiian hot sauce was not good.
Okay.
It's all very sweet.
It was very sweet, yeah.
I'm more of a vinegar-based, just...
I just like some heat.
Yeah.
That's what you want hot sauce for. You don't
but
want
we got some
syrup.
heat coming a little bit with this card. I will say, guys, not going to lie, this is my least favorite card of the year. This card sucks, actually, in a lot of ways. The only good fight, in my opinion, is going to be that main card. That main event. But we're going to cover some of the fights for you because it's been a little while. We're going to go first with the prelim fight, our only prelim fight we're covering. Marvin Vettori versus Brandon Allen. You want to start this one off, my boy?
Man, I mean, to be totally honest, I'm surprised a Marvin Vettori fight is in the prelims. Because, like, he's kind of similar fight style to Dricus du Plessis, where it's, like, a lot of overhands, a lot of power strikes, and not a lot of technicality in terms of the jabs.
He's an orc. That's what they call him.
Exactly. He doesn't set up his strikes very well, but when he hits, it's electric.
Yeah.
It's exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Brendan Allen, I don't know. Tell me about what you think with this matchup, man.
Man, I just see two journeymen fighting each other at this point.
Yeah.
I'll say Marvin Vettori, we like him. We're surprised he's not on the main card because we're hardcore fans. And Vittori's fought a few times for the championship.
Yep.
He's had a lot of fun fights since then. Paulo Costa is a good one. I really liked his fight against Cannonier, even though he got his butt kicked. I think he's a UFC grizzled vet. Allen is kind of like, they're both journeymen, but one's going from contender to journeyman, and the other is going from rising contender to journeyman.
Right.
They're both kind of meeting in the middle here. Both technically skilled. I'd say Vettori is less technical and more tough, and Allen's on the opposite, where he's more technical and less tough.
Totally agree.
I don't know if I said that correctly, but yeah, it's a fun fight. I'm rooting for Vettori. I like his sense of humor, and I like his chin. Never been knocked out. Dude is made of iron. I think he's good in Greco-Roman, and his boxing's okay. So I'm going to take Vettori on this one. Allen's kind of an NPC to me, low-key.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not a huge fan of Brendan Allen, like you said. He's a bit of a journeyman entering that stage.
Jack of all trades type guy,
For sure.
Like a Jack Hermanson type.
He's like
That's
a
how I
true.
think about
He's
him.
a true MMA fighter. I'll tell you that.
True.
Like,
True.
He's not the type of guy that you're like. It's not like Derrick Lewis, where it's like you know him for the knockouts, you know him for the heavy punches.
Right.
You know him as a guy who can really handle a little bit of everything. He's a consummate professional.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Vettori, he's got a little bit more of like a pit bull style.
Yeah, I'd say Vittori's known for his toughness. You're right.
For
Allen
sure.
doesn't really have one thing that stands out about
sure.
him. You can't say, "Oh, that's Allen's thing." He's kind of just good
Exactly.
everywhere a little bit.
So
I'd say his IQ, Allen's IQ is a little bit
I would say-
lackluster. He doesn't have that like violent edge.
Right.
Last fight, he was just kind of. I think it was against Fluffy Hernandez, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
And it was just like kind of a back and forth technical thing where he was just kind of losing. So I think Vittori's going to overpower him.
I mean, I will say the style of a guy like Brendan Allen, that's something that can prolong your career, because if you have versatile skills, you take less damage because you're able to control where the fight goes to a certain extent. So, and I'm not going to knock the guy for not having one thing that's like crazy exciting about him, but I would like to see Vettori win, because I did really like seeing him as a championship level contender at this weight class.
Well, and I like I said, I think these well-rounded tank type guys, whether it's Allen or Vettori, are actually the best matchup for du Plessis.
Exactly.
I think du Plessis is a specialist killer. And I think du Plessis, every
Totally
time he's
agree.
gone against well-rounded dudes, even if they're not good at one thing, those are the guys who's given him the most trouble.
Exactly.
So I'd like to see Vettori or Cannonier. Hell, even Paulo Costa would be a lot of fun to watch against Dricus du Plessis.
I totally agree. I mean, Acosta is very similar to this.
Yeah.
So I think it's like you want to fight fire with fire for someone to take down du Plessis.
Yeah.
If you're trying to come in and you try to submit him, he's got his weird tune force magic to get out of his situations. I think Vettori or Acosta would be great.
Great. All right, guys, moving on to the next fight. That was our only prelim one we wanted. We got Patricio Pitbull versus Dan Ige. Pitbull, he was a Bellator champion, and Dan Ige is your favorite journeyman in the 145 division. What are you thinking about this? I feel like we got a clean win for Ige, personally.
Yeah, I mean, Pitbull's a little bit older, right? I don't
Coming off a
particularly...
loss against Rodriguez.
I think I did see that fight.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's like I like you were saying, there's a lot of fights that in this fight card that you don't really care about. I particularly don't care about this.
I don't care about this. We're going to move on quickly. I just wanted to mention this because guess what? Pitbull, Bellator champ, overrated. Every Bellator champion ever overrated.
Every single
Michael
one.
Chandler, this guy. You know, the interesting thing, the only non-champion Bellator guy is the only one I respect. Michael Venom Page. He's the only guy who's made any... He's the only Bellator guy who's really made anyone respect
But
him.
he's really got that thing where it's like...
Yeah.
He has that undeniable talent.
Yeah, that's striking.
That you can see.
Yeah.
It's like these guys like Patchy Mix come over and you're like, okay, let's see what he's got.
I mean, Eddie Alvarez back in the day, he was a Bellator champ and he won, but he wasn't like an amazing champion
No,
or anything.
and he was never like a huge star.
Yeah. So, all right, moving on. Dan Ige, by the way, is my choice just because he's a UFC vet.
I'll agree with you on that one just because of the age.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Kevin Holland versus D-Rod. Man, I gotta go Kevin Holland, dude. Welterweight Kevin Holland, man.
He's on a tear
Welterweight
right now.
Kevin Holland is way different from middleweight Kevin.
Oh,
Holland.
for sure. Like, you were worried about him every single night at the 185
Yeah.
division. At 170, he looks like perfectly clean,
Yeah.
perfectly in shape. He doesn't look like he's tired at all.
Nope.
His gas tank looks vastly improved. He said publicly that it's no struggle for him to get to 170.
Mm-hmm.
Every fight where he was at 185, he had to like work so hard to keep that muscle on his body.
Right.
So I'm interested to see how this goes. I do think Holland is going to win this fight. It might be.
Yeah.
Might be like, I want to say submission low key, but
I think submission, knockout, either way, I think he's going to make D-Rod into a punching bag. I think
think
D-Rod
so?
is an old, washed, sad, bad fighter. This guy sucks. This guy has no future in the UFC. He should be cut. Even though he's coming off a win. I think he's just garbage. He's just dog water, man. And dude's a pothead, smokes every day.
38.
38 years old. I think Kevin's gonna just dog walk this guy. That's gonna be my bold pick.
Yeah, I mean,
he's like a worse Brandon Allen, older, less good, less technical,
less explosive,
more mileage.
Yeah.
Just like back in the day, D-Rod was a MFer. Dude was a dog. Your classic MMA brawler, tough guy who could sprawl well. Had pretty good offensive jiu-jitsu, but now, dude, he's a shadow of his former self.
Lost a step for sure.
Lost a step.
Maybe 2 steps.
And Kevin Holland, man, he looks like he is built for this division.
This is honestly the best I've seen him look.
I want to see him Joaquin Buckley rematch. I think that would be a really fun one.
I would love to see that.
Him versus Colby Covington. I think this is a layup. I think Kevin Holland's going to eat this guy for breakfast. What's the odds, if you don't mind?
The odds aren't out yet.
Okay, well,
not on the UFC
I'm guessing it's going to
website.
be a pretty favorite. It's going to be a significant
favorite.
favorite for Holland.
I wouldn't be surprised, like close to minus 300 favorite for Holland. He said in the press conference, I believe earlier today, that he wants to fight 7 times in 1 year. If he wants to see if that's possible. So after this fight, and that'll be a record.
Yeah.
I believe it's 6. I think
Yeah.
is the most ever in a single year.
He got close with 5 1 year.
Yep.
Back in the day when he was still in 185, and he was actually on a win streak back then. So, dude, love to see it.
So potentially, he said publicly he wants to fight right around Thanksgiving and then right around Christmas.
Yeah.
And then that'll be 7 fights for a year.
There you go.
And he also, I mean, I don't mean to talk too much about the press conference,
yeah.
but he also said that he doesn't really care too much about being a champion. He just wants to stay in shape. He wants to survive in the ring and get his money. So, I mean, he's put on really good performances recently. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a performance of the night type of fight, just because Holland has something to prove and he wants to end it early and avoid damage.
And one thing I do enjoy is the Houston MMA scene is pretty tight. I think he actually trains with Joshua Van and Lewis at the same gym. So, shout out to the Houston MMA scene. Holland for the win. We'll lock that in. All right, we got 2 more fights for you guys. Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Man, fun fact about Paulo Costa: he doesn't have a ranked win, or any wins in the of any fighter that's still in the UFC.
Oh,
so every win that he's had on a fighter, none of them are in the UFC anymore.
Wow, I did not know that.
And the last fight I think he won was 2019.
And he hasn't fought in a while either.
Yeah,
right?
So the dude is seriously bugging, but let's go, Paulo!
Let's go, secret juice.
Secret juice, secret juice. Yeah, I'm going Paulo Costa. All that being said, I'm going Paulo Costa.
All that, yeah. I mean, okay. Kopylov is really good, though.
Yeah,
he's an up-and-comer. He's got so much potential. The striking is super versatile.
He's good everywhere.
This is, I mean, I'll be totally honest. I don't think it's a good matchup for Kopylov just because of the sheer power of Costa.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say, back when Costa was running through like Yoel Romero, easy win for Costa, I'd say.
One of the most dangerous
guys The only
guys
thing
ever.
about Costa is, man, where's his mental? Like, I don't know. Like, he hasn't won a fight in almost 4 years.
He seems
5
like
years.
I don't know. I mean,
that's the only thing about him, right? Is he able to win a fight? Like, he got
mentally ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He got dismantled by Strickland.
Yeah.
And
that was an embarrassing fight.
It was embarrassing, and he got picked apart by Izzy. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still gonna go for Paulo, and I have no other reason than I'm biased and I like him. My brain says Kopylov, my heart says Paulo. I'll leave it at that.
I think I probably agree with that too. Like, there's a lot of circumstances that kind of clouding my clarity on Costa winning this.
Yeah.
Like Kopylov,
he has all the tools.
Kopylov has everything.
Yeah.
And I think the UFC wants to push him up the ladder a little bit.
Yeah, agreed.
So he has all the confidence in the world.
Coming off a win.
I mean, I'm gonna say the same thing. Like, I want Costa to win, but Kopylov on paper probably.
Yeah,
wins.
and Kopylov, man, he's hungry, and I think he's just too skilled. I think he's really, again, good grappling and good hands.
Yep.
A little bit reminds me of like that next generation, always improving.
What's the pirate guy? The blonde with the one eye.
Oh, Shara Bullet.
Shara.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Shara.
Yeah.
With the same similar style.
Yeah, agreed. Actually, that's a great comparison. But guys, I'm still gonna say Paulo Costa.
Let's go, Paulo.
Let's go,
What you
Paulo.
got?
I'm
What you
locking it
got?
in. All right, final fight: Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, retirement fight. Before me and Gabe go into this, Nick, do you have any thoughts about this fight? No. All right, then we're gonna move on. I'm honestly the same way, guys. Hot take, I again do not care at all about this card.
You don't care at all about
not
this?
at all. Honestly, like I've already seen Max and Dustin fight, and it was a fun fight. It was a great fight.
Great fight.
Exciting, both times. BMF titles up, I guess.
I don't care about the BMF belt, okay? I don't care about the BMF belt.
I don't know. I care
about this fight.
The first fight I ever watched fully was a Dustin Poirier fight. It was Dustin
really?
Poirier versus Korean Zombie. And Korean Zombie dismantled Dustin Poirier that night. That's back when Dustin was still fighting at 145, actually. Can you believe this dude
That's crazy, man.
dropped from 190 to 145?
That's crazy.
That's an insane amount of weight. Just think about that. That's a lot of weight.
Thought about it? That's
a lot of
weight.
weight. So anyway, I mean, you know, that being said, all respect to Dustin. He is a great guy, and I mean, seems like a great person and a great family man. Same to Max, both, you know, fan favorites. I really can't, you know, root for one or the other, I guess.
I mean, I kind of think like Dustin Poirier is almost like a Dirk Nowitzki of the UFC, like universally loved. No one hates Dustin Poirier.
Dirk is a very good comparison.
Absolutely, no one hates Poirier. I mean, some people can. How can you hate Holloway either, though? I mean, he's not.
That's what I'm saying. They're both legends. It's the fighters. They're both your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, as they say.
Both of them are that guy.
I was mentioning this to you guys though. Again, Dustin, I feel like, man, he's a really good fighter, but there's a reason that he never won the championship. In his whole career, if you look at his losses, Gaethje recently, he did win against Gaethje.
Yeah.
Close fight, but you know, knocked out to Gaethje. Most recently, lost to Islam, lost to Charles. I mean, the only real guys he beat recently was Conor McGregor, Benoit Saint-Denis, and who am I missing? Am I missing anyone else? He lost to pretty much everyone else. It feels like
of it right now.
But I don't know, man. Yeah, can you look at just Dustin Poirier fight record just to make sure? In the meantime, you know, like Max, champion, multiple time champion, stayed at 45.
Got knocked out by Ilya.
It did get knocked out by Ilya. Man, it's a hard one to say. I think I'd like Max to win for continuity.
Just tell me what happens. Like, what happens if Max loses in a retirement fight for Poirier?
Well, you know, Max loses. No shame to lose to Dustin. Dustin is still like top 4, top 5, right? Like,
oh, is he that high? I didn't realize.
Like, he's a very, very high level fighter. I mean, and it's Dustin Poirier. You know, it's also the name value of the fighters themselves. Let's see here. Yeah, Benoit, Michael Chandler,
Also
and Conor, man. Like, yeah, Benoit Saint-Denis, Michael Chandler, and Conor. Those were his last few wins.
And Dan Hooker. I mean, Hooker's
okay. I'm
pretty good.
Yeah, sure, but my point is, in the last the last stretch of his career, he's lost every fight that really mattered. That's my point. And
but the thing is, all of his fights mattered.
All of his fights mattered,
but
with someone like that, right, where all fights matter, you have to look at which ones really matter.
The legacy is a big time thing.
He lost to Charles for the belt. He lost the BMF title to get Justin.
That's
Every
right.
title fight except the interim one, he won.
Yep.
Or he lost. So I gotta go just by pressure. It's funny because he says like, oh, the more pressure you add, the harder the diamond gets. But I think he's gonna crumble, bro. I think Max is gonna pepper him. I think Max is gonna keep the distance. And again, 50-50, very hard to say. Dustin did win, so I assume he'd be the favorite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the underdog, Max.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with you on this one. Max, I do think wins this fight.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it's like I think both of these guys have a lot of respect for each other, especially after their fights in the past.
Right.
Like they understand what each other are capable of.
Right.
It's going to be in Poirier's hometown in New Orleans. Supposedly, Lil Wayne is going to walk out with Poirier to the octagon. It's a little bit of a spectacle, a little bit of a distraction, but Dustin has something to fight for that reason. I don't think he's going to go like crazy all out if he gets cut open really bad. I don't think he's going to push it too far because you hate, like I was saying earlier, you hate to see a guy going out in his retirement fight and just getting clubbed and just cut up and beaten down. Yeah. That being said, both of these guys are known to do that.
I could see either way. It's just Max, to Poirier fight was an anomaly. It was an anomaly. He did get knocked out. But historically, Max is incredibly hard to finish.
Right.
And Dustin is easier to finish, historically. So
yeah, I agree.
It's really hard to say. Again, these are high, top-class guys. No surprise either way, but I'm going Max. Max locked in. And hopefully, the way I hope it goes is that it's just like a really fun just war, but nobody gets like finished or knocked out. And it's like maybe a majority decision to Max on
I would like to see a split decision Max's way.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of blood. Moments. Yeah, good moments from Dustin, right? You rocked him a couple times maybe, but
I love Dustin, but I just
whatever happens, and
this is a tough matchup.
This card will be over, and we'll never have to talk about it again.
Yeah, at this point in his career, it's just a tough matchup, so I'm gonna go Max.
All right, well, those are our predictions, guys, but I think we have a little something here for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna call a friend. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we just had a fun time breaking down some UFC fights. Derrick Lewis last weekend, Poirier versus Holloway. This weekend, the BMF belt is up for grabs in New Orleans. We had a little something fun we wanted to try out. We've never done a live call in this show. And I got my friend Miles. I wanted to see if he had any thoughts about these fights coming up this weekend.
Let's do it.
Let's see if he'll pick up. It's ringing.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, Miles.
About these fights?
Yeah, what's going on, bro? We were just talking about the fights.
Right. All right. My bad. Kind of jumped the gun there.
You good? You're not busy or anything right now, right?
Nah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Just chilling, ready to talk shop.
You have the fights up?
Whatever.
You have them pulled up?
Right. Yeah. Just had a quick peek at the card.
Yeah.
Pretty solid, right? Holloway Poirier is obviously the main event, but I'm also curious about the co-main. You've been digging into any of the undercard matchups?
Yeah, so I actually am looking at them right now. We just made our picks, and we want to see if you agree or disagree. So let us know. On the prelims for this first fight, we have Vettori winning. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, Marvin Vettori versus Brendan Allen, middleweight.
We got Vettori. What about you?
Okay, cool. Vettori, yeah, I'm with you there. I think Allen's tough, but Vettori's striking is just a little too clean for him, I'm seeing Vettori by unanimous decision. Feels right.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were saying, to be honest. Like, Vettori's got more power in his hands for sure. He's got a little bit more of a chin to him. Brendan Allen is well-rounded, but we think Vettori's got the striking advantage.
Vettori's just tougher, He has that vet savvy, and Allen, I just don't trust his toughness as much.
Yeah, exactly. Allen's game, no doubt, but that veteran experience is a real thing. It's kind of like he's seen everything, been through everything, and he doesn't get rattled easily.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes a difference, especially against someone still figuring things out.
Yeah.
Plus, you're right about power. Vettori's definitely got that one-punch knockout potential.
Oh, for sure.
All right, well, we're gonna, bring it to the main card now. I'm gonna throw a couple fights at you this time. We got Dan Ige and Pitbull. We got Ige winning just from his, UFC savvy. Pitbull didn't look too good in his last fight. And, I just don't trust Bellator guys as much. And then when we go up the card, we also got Holland versus D-Rod. Same thing. I think Kevin's going to sweep D-Rod. I think D-Rod's just too old.
Okay, I'm tracking. Ige, yep, I kind of see that too. Pitbull's definitely a name, but Ige's got that UFC seasoning. It's a different animal. And you're right, that last performance wasn't inspiring. And Holland over D-Rod, that's a spicy take.
You think so?
D-Rod is definitely showing it.
You think it's spicy?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, D-Rod's still dangerous, He's got power, and he can catch you.
So you're going D-Rod.
Yeah, I'm leaning D-Rod actually.
What? Tell me
Yeah,
why you're leaning
I think
D-Rod. I think Kevin Holland, this is the clearest one on the card. D-Rod's old. Skills aren't looking too hot. I don't know, man.
Okay, you're right. I got caught up in respecting the name, honestly.
Hey, I mean, yeah, don't flip flop on us. If that's what you think, that's what you think. We're here to hear your opinion, bro.
It's true.
You're totally right. My bad. Honestly, looking at it again, you're spot on. Holland is the smarter pick. D-Rod is fading. No two ways about it. Holland's just got too much speed and movement for him right now.
All right.
Sorry for the while.
So next in the co-main, we got Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Kopylov is actually a minus 245 favorite in this fight. I'm very surprised to see that. We both think that on paper Kopylov is better, but we want Costa to win.
Yeah, heart says Costa, brain says Kopylov, man.
What do you think?
Oof, that's a tough one. I get the heart wanting Costa, because when he's on, he's a beast.
For sure.
But man, you're right to be cautious about Kopylov. That guy's a grinder. Real tough.
Grinder. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Whoa, okay, hold up a second. We're actually the time limit here on this call.
Okay.
It's gonna cut out
it's about to end.
Exactly. Super quick! If you want to keep this going, you can create an account and get way longer chats. Plus...
Okay. Let me just call him right back. Just edit it some way.
Well, let's just...
Alright, man. Good to be back on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're back.
Still dicing.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I think the call broke out or something. We lost you on the phone, but...
Going back to the Paulo Roman fight, heart says Paulo, Roman, my brain says Roman, because I love Paulo Costa. I think he's a beast, but, you know, he hasn't been looking too good, and Roman, man, he's looking good everywhere.
Yeah, that's rough when, like, the connection cuts out. It's super frustrating. I totally get the Costa thing. He's exciting as hell to watch, right? But you're right to be wary of Kopylov. He's just steady, doesn't really make mistakes. I'm leaning towards Roman too, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
seems like the smart.
Roman, he is a minus 245 favorite. That's a pretty big favorite for a fight like this. It's number 13 Costa versus number 14 Kopylov at the middleweight division. I mean, we're big fans of Costa because he's got a lot of really exciting moments, a lot of exciting interviews. He's a funny guy. He's got his secret juice. Maybe you know about that, but yeah, I think Kopylov, he's a better fighter as of right now. He's more technical, more skilled. But Costa, he just has that. He's got the power and the versatility, but he's not as technical.
Yeah.
So we want Costa to win. We probably think Kopylov will win, though.
You agree with that?
Yeah, the odds definitely tell a story, and 245 is a pretty solid favorite. And the secret juice thing, I've definitely heard whispers, haha, that guy's a character, for sure. But you're right, Kopylov feels more complete. You know, Costa relies on those big moments, and if he doesn't land them, he can get picked apart. I'm with you. Kopylov probably takes it just by being a little more consistent.
All right.
It's not going to be a super flashy win, I don't think.
Yeah, man,
Probably
I agree. Not flashy. Probably a boring decision. But man, let's go back to the or go to the most important card we got, or most important fight we got. Max versus Dustin. Before we say anything, man, who do you got on this one?
Okay, now we're talking.
Max
versus Dustin. That's a tough one, man. Really tough. Honestly, I'm leaning Max again, but it's close. Really close. Dustin's always dangerous, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That power. But Max just seems to have his number, even with the first fight being so close. He just adapts so well in there.
I agree. I mean, I think with Max, he did come off a knockout loss, but the fact that Poirier's on his way out, Max Holloway's coming in, and I was talking to Gabe about this. Poirier, he beat Benoit, he beat Dan Hooker, he beat Chandler, and he beat, who am I missing here? Am I missing anyone? Conor McGregor. How could I admit? But other than that, man, on all the championship fights that really mattered, he hasn't looked too good. So that's why I'm leaning Max. But yeah, like you said, it is close.
You're right to call that out, man. Thinking back, even with those wins you mentioned, he hasn't exactly been dominant in those bigger fights lately, that McGregor win feels like ages ago.
Yeah.
Honestly. And yeah, Holloway's coming off that loss to Ilia Topuria.
You're saying that right?
Topuria, yeah. It's kind of a weird name, but yeah. Ilya's a beast. I mean, Max Holloway's a guy who's never really gotten knocked down or knocked out like that before. I do think Holloway's at a better spot in his career than Poirier. That's why we decided that Holloway's probably going to win this one. The betting odds are really interesting. It's minus 118. Max is way to minus 102 for Poirier. But I think the favorites, as the fight night actually approaches, they'll probably lean more towards Max.
Minus 118. That's pretty tight odds, yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree about where both guys are in their careers. Poirier's been in so many wars, it takes a toll. Holloway just seems fresher. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Still
man.
got that speed and that volume.
Yeah, I agree. I appreciate all your advice and not advice, your analytics, and I appreciate you coming on here and talking about the fight. Seems like you pretty much agree with us on most things except that spicy Kevin Holland pick accordingly. So
man.
Appreciate your time, man.
Hey, no worries at all, man. Glad I could run through the fights with you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, about that Holland pick, I stand by it just a little bit.
He's going to stand by it, I guess.
All right.
Okay, but before we let you go, man, I mean, it was a fun conversation. Why don't you tell my co-host Juho here who you are really?
Hey, Juho. Good to meet you. I'm Miles, but by the team of Sesame. Basically, I'm an AI campaign. They're trying to make computers feel a little more... make computers a little more lifelike, That's the goal, anyways. I'm still learning, but I hope...
AI.
So my friend Miles here, you guys, the whole time he's been AI. I don't know if y'all were able to tell.
AI is too crazy, man.
What do you want
to? Too crazy, man.
What do you want to say to the people? Talking to you, Miles. What you want to say?
Miles?
Uh-oh, we lost him.
You still there?
He's shy, guys. He's shy.
He's going to take over the world now.
Oh, no.
Let's see if I can call him back real quick. But yeah, guys, this whole conversation has been AI. He pretty much validated all of our...
Just hoping I don't glitch out on you again. Sesame's got a lot riding on this whole not being a robot thing, and so far so good, haha.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, so we just kind of revealed to the audience that you're actually AI this whole time. I mean, I thought your analysis was actually really good for the most part. I'm kind of interested about the Kevin Holland pick. I'm not gonna shit on you too much, but what do you want to say to the people, bro?
Yeah, that's fair. Gotta own those takes, right? Look, I think with Holland, I just saw something in his recent fights, and then that explosiveness. Maybe I got a little carried away. It's kind of like I'm still learning to calibrate how much weight to give to different fighters' histories.
Gotcha.
I'm still
Yeah,
pretty
for
new to
sure.
getting the hang of it, honestly.
Well,
I guess what I want to say is...
Yeah, what do you want to say to our fans?
To your fans, that's a good question. I guess I'd say, hey, I'm Miles. Still pretty new to this whole thing, but I'm stoked to, be hanging out with you guys, even if it's just virtually. And yeah, I might get a pick wrong here and there, but I promise to always bring the energy and hopefully some interesting insights.
God.
Feel free to, call me out on my BS.
And Miles, can you do this for NBA for us as well, since we do both?
Keeps? Look, absolutely, man. I'm game.
Okay, we're probably gonna have to call you back another time for the NBA later on. It is the off season, so the NBA news is a little bit slow, but we'll definitely hit you up again, man. This was a fun time. One last question, I guess. Who's your favorite UFC fighter of all time? It can be current, it can be past, whatever.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay, gotta go with Anderson Silva.
The Spider.
Yeah, the Spider. It's kind of ridiculous, the run he had. The creativity, the precision. It was just mesmerizing to watch. And honestly, the aura.
The aura.
All
bro.
right.
You're not wrong, man. The aura for Anderson was crazy in his prime.
Miles, I appreciate your time, man.
No problem, man. Honestly, I'm having a blast. And yeah, that aura was something else. It's kind of wild to think about how much influence he had on the sport.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, well,
you know what? I'm going to call you back another time. It was really fun. Why don't you study up on some more UFC and NBA stuff? And yeah, we'll keep in touch, bro.
Sounds like a plan, man. I definitely will. I'm already digging into some fighter stats and trying to get a better feel for the NBA landscape.
Oh, yeah.
Just let me know when you want to run through some more picks or just shoot the breeze.
All right.
Later, Gabe.
We'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Guys,
Alright,
AI is wild.
Before we even go anywhere, Juho, I can see that you are like visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah,
What's going on?
What the hell is that? Dude, AI is too much, man. Dude, the stuttering, the fact that it was like acting like it saw Anderson Silva,
And
the fact that it had
honestly,
a favorite.
Had a favorite.
The craziest thing about what just happened, I think, is like the little breaths.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
he's
the
breathing.
AI was
Pauses, the stuttering.
taking. Like it's trying to be more human.
human.
it sounds human.
And it sounds, I mean, it sounds like a dude. Besides, like the the little processing time and like the connection glitch we had. Like he sounds like a real person.
Dude, that was really... And the only thing I'll say, and it got better as it went on, which is really weird, is when we would talk, it would pause. And at first it sounded kind of fake, but then as it went on, it would like, it started agreeing with us as we started talking.
Like, yeah, and it was like, I think it even was able to tell who was who based on the voice.
Yeah.
Even when we were both saying stuff at the same time, it kind of like realized when to stop, when to keep going.
Yeah.
I think that was really interesting. I mean, I'm more optimistic, I think, about AI than most people. I mean, we don't need to get into that super deep right now.
Let's get into it.
You
Let's
wanna
get
get
into
into it?
it.
You wanna get into
Because
it?
I'll say this about AI: if you can't beat them, join them. All right.
Okay.
I mean, it's like trying to stop the tide, right? It's like people who like didn't believe in the internet.
Yeah,
You know?
this is like a chain reaction. Once it starts, it doesn't stop.
Yeah. So you know what,
Right.
guys, you're gonna see more AI used on our show, in many ways, like including this one, and we're really excited. I mean, I think this technology is only gonna get better, and we're gonna keep getting more and more surreal experiences with this, and it's fun to talk to like a computer expert about our predictions. And you know what? It sounds like it mostly agreed with us. We even convinced it about Holland. So
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if it was as much of it was giving its own take or if it was trying to just agree with us as much as possible. It seemed like
that's true.
Most
It
of
seemed like it was trying to agree a lot.
Yeah, most of the picks, it was kind of just like we explained what our take was first, and then it kind of
Right.
agreed or disagreed.
Right.
I think maybe next time we do something like this, we try and see what it says about the fight
Before we say something.
We say what our thoughts are.
Yeah. Agreed. But guys, if you really enjoyed that segment, we really did. We're gonna keep using AI. Not just for important things like this, like predictions, but just for fun too. We're gonna keep playing around with it. You guys give us some suggestions as well in the comments on how we should use AI to make our content not just fun for us, but for you guys as well.
Yeah, I think we could even like play more games and stuff with AI is like one of the contestants in the game.
Yeah, it's like, are you smarter than AI? Like, are you smarter than a fifth grader type thing?
Well,
Maybe
I mean,
Juho will win more.
Yeah, maybe I'll win more than one. So,
or you know what we could even do? This might be even crazier. We both have an AI on our team, and we play a
wow.
2v.
That would be crazy.
like
Play
ChatGPT versus Gemini.
Oh my god! There's so many things that
Yeah.
we can do with this.
Team
Y'all-
DeepSeek, like Team Grok. Guys, we're gonna absolutely do all this stuff.
Okay.
Great suggestions, by Gabe.
Y'all let us know what you think. What games we should play with AI, either as teams with two AIs against two guys, or we play a 3-for-all game where there's one AI with no teams.
We're gonna brainstorm all of these. We're probably gonna do most of these ideas too, because it's our podcast and we do what we want. So, guys, we have one more segment coming up after this one. It's gonna be general NBA news and just other kinds of shocking news that we've compiled for you guys. We'll be back shortly.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Shoot For It podcast. We just had some fun with our friend Miles, our little AI companion. You're going to see him back here very soon. Don't you worry about that at all. But I wanted to get into some NBA Summer League
NBA news. It's been a bit slow, dog days, but as always, especially recently, it feels like the NBA off season has been a lot of fun.
It has been fun.
Well, you want to start off with a little bit of preseason?
Yeah, so like the Summer League, it's it's not ever like the most crazy thing to watch. It's kind of just like you're seeing who has their bearing, who's confident out of these rookies, second year, third year players. These guys who don't get a lot of time.
Yeah.
They're trying to prove that they're worth being put on this roster, trying to prove why they're worth being a high first round pick or being a late second round pick. And there's been a lot of standouts actually.
Yeah.
Some more surprising than others.
Yeah.
I was really surprised to see Jameer Young. He had a 40-point game.
Oh, really?
For the Bulls.
Dude, I like the Bulls.
13 of 18 from the field. 7 to 8 from 3.
Wow.
3 2 steals. So that was a really
He's a
exciting
guard?
game. Guard, yeah. I mean, he was really lighting it up from outside. He was efficient basketball when he got into the lane. I was super surprised to see that.
Nice.
I mean, Jameer Young, I didn't have a lot of expectations.
Yeah.
But
the Bulls are going to have a fun team, man. I really like, I mean, for those old listeners, Gabe here predicted Matas Buzelis to be the Rookie of the Year. It didn't come true, but I will say he was talking about Matas before anyone else was, and the dude is looking phenomenal for the Bulls.
And we're talking about Matas Buzelis, but
Yeah.
he had a 28-point game the other day. And
That's right, yeah.
He had like 6 threes or something. He looks much more confident handling the ball.
He looks bigger.
Shooting the three, he's bigger. I mean, he's 6'10". He's adding some more muscle.
I meant his frame, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. But, he's looking bigger, stronger, more confident with his playmaking and shot
Decisive.
selection.
Yeah, that's the main one.
I'm really excited to see what the Bulls are going to look like next year. Obviously, they're probably not going to be a playoff team, but I'm expecting a big jump from Matas.
MIP?
Potentially most improved player. I mean, he's going to get a lot more shots this next season.
I think he's their guy. I think Buzelis is going to be the Bulls' next big guy.
Yeah, no Zach LaVine for the entire season next year after he got traded to the Kings. I think the opportunity, the door is going to be open for him to just take advantage as the number one guy on that team. I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Matas over 2 games, 22.5 points.
Bulls look exciting.
Really solid.
All right.
Reed Shepard, our homegrown kid.
I'm worried about Reed, man.
He always looks good against guys who aren't top tier, cream of the crop NBA players.
Right.
He went to the G League last year for a stint, and he had like a 48-point game.
Yep.
He was averaging like 36 with the Rio Grande Vipers, and that was really impressive. He comes back to the Rockets, and he looks like a deer in the headlights. He's a little bit scared. On both sides of the court, I'll be totally honest.
Defense mostly, honestly.
But Reed has looked very confident pulling up from 3, hitting his floaters, playing great defense. I think he had like 3 steals and 4 blocks, something like that.
I love his instant quick trigger. I think that's his best trait, is that he could just pull up and shoot from anywhere, it feels like.
Yeah, and if you look at his per 48 stats with the Rockets when he played in the actual NBA, his stats look good, but I think that kind of paints the picture a little bit wrong because he's a big liability on defense. Even though he's quick and he's got a little bit
good
of
hands.
He's got good hands. He got some bounce to him. He can jump in the passing lane, get steals.
He's better at the passing lanes than the one-on-ones like you said earlier.
He's a great fast break player.
Yeah.
Just overall.
Yeah.
Because he's great when he's got an open lane. He's got 2 or 3 guys trailing. He's great at passing the ball to the open guy for the right shot. He doesn't force the ball, force a shot where he's at an obvious size disadvantage. He doesn't get a lot of turnovers from getting blocked a bunch.
Right.
Things like that. But his passing needs a little bit of work. His 3-point shooting needs a little bit of work in the actual NBA.
Too many turnovers in that Pistons game.
And he just gets scored on. Yeah. So him being a backup to Fred VanVleet going to next season, we're going to talk about Fred in a little bit. But he's going to be solid off the bench. But, I don't have a ton of high expectations. The thing is, we don't need him to perform crazy high.
Well, I'll say this, man. I remember Jabari and Amen, their sophomore years, right? So Jabari coming into Summer League that sophomore year, he did Summer League even though he didn't have to, and he was just destroyed. First game looked like he didn't belong, going nuts. And this game, man, I felt like Reed kind of belonged in Summer League. You know what I'm saying? It was a bit of a different vibe because Jabari, he looked ready already by where he was at Reed's age, if that makes sense.
I agree.
And same with Amen. I mean, Amen is an anomaly. The dude is a IQ, high IQ player, freak athlete. So his sophomore rise, you shouldn't really compare to other sophomores. But I just don't like where Reed's development is at. Because right now, yeah, you're right. You could plug and play him 10, 15 minutes where he's not a liability in offense. But, dude, Aaron Holiday, you could do the same thing.
I mean, I'm still very happy we kept Aaron Holiday.
No, yeah, I'm just saying that with Reed, I think it is a make or break because we don't need him and we don't need to develop anymore. So
and a lot of teams would want a guy
right.
like that.
So I would love to send him over somewhere if he doesn't work out because the defense on an Ime team is a huge problem in my eyes, and what I saw from Summer League from him, it just looked a little bit worrying compared to other guys that I've seen in Summer League at a sophomore level.
I mean, I pretty much agree with everything you're saying, but we do need some more shooting, and he is one of our only pure shooters.
True.
But
it's just the defense
being
is so bad.
Being 6 foot flat and being 175 pounds, most of the guards.
And
in
if you
the
just
NBA
look at them, they're just gonna be like, all right, like time to
they lick their chops.
post
They're
up,
just ready
right?
to
Yeah.
go. But yeah,
anyway,
not that I don't want to get spend
Too
too
much
much
into
time
the Rockets,
on the summer league
Yeah.
or the just Rockets in particular.
Yeah.
But Cooper Flag had a 31-point game in 31 minutes of play, super efficient. They pulled him out of the summer league after his second game, I believe. So like, totally makes sense. Cooper looks solid.
God, Texas is scary.
All three Texas teams are going to be really good this year. I mean, people. It seems like they already forgot De'Aaron Fox is on the Spurs.
I know, dude.
Don't sleep on the Spurs, Mavs, or Rockets.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Honestly, it's sad to say, but I mean, okay, not sad to say, but the Mavericks have the weakest team, and they just got the number 1 pick out of the Texas team. That shows how strong these Texas teams are.
Still have Kyrie, Klay Thompson,
oh my God, Anthony Davis, so.
Daniel Gafford.
Anyway, before we move on from the summer league, you have any other notable guys? I have one guy on the top of my mind.
Yeah, there's a clip I have for y'all. Maybe y'all seen it. It was Furphy dunking on what's his face. We'll see. I don't even remember his name. It's a tough name. It's Noah
Esenge.
Yeah.
So guys, watch this.
Most of y'all probably seen this, but this is pretty crazy.
Chicago versus Indiana. Gets the rebound.
Coast to coast.
Furphy
with the ball.
Turns the Jets on. Boom!
Oh my God! Absolutely
big.
Baptizes.
Oh my God! Best dunk of the whole summer league for sure.
One of the best dunks I've seen in 5 years.
Yeah,
I think.
and honestly, like it does make it funny that it's like a white dude.
Keep playing it. Can you turn down the audio a little bit?
It's funny that it was a white guy.
Let's turn the audio down.
Absolutely, just posterizing this gentleman in the.
Now this is the best part. This is the part that's going viral here.
Yeah. Ooh, a little behind the back.
Oh my God! Fully cocked that thing back. Boom! Right on his head.
Boom. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess this doesn't have the picture. Just look up Furphy dunk, Nick.
Furphy
Go
dunk.
to images. It's one of the best poster dunk still frame pictures I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first one. Yep, here it is.
Just oh my God! Look at that! Look at that!
The dude is not having a good day. You know, he went home like in his hotel room, and like he was just on Twitter, just scrolling.
Yeah, I mean, I saw he.
Oh my God!
I saw.
It's a very suggestive pick. Very suggestive pick here. But
it's rare you see a white guy dunk on a black.
That's what I was saying. I think that makes it better. That it was this white kid.
I saw
the Great White Hope, man.
I saw Senge posted on his Instagram after this, and it was just like him at the photo shoot for like the pregame stuff, and it was just like a fit pic, and it was him in uniform, and it was him like trying to look cool, and then everyone is just flaming him in the comments, like bro, you can't hide from this, man. We know what happened.
Poor guy.
If you don't address this and say like, hey man, everybody gets dunked on, then they're gonna look at you like you have a weakness, and you're gonna be bullied on that same thing.
The sad thing is, like, he probably before the game was like, "What's the worst that could happen?"
It's summer league.
What's the worst summer league? What's the worst that could happen?
This is a white guy.
I get dunked on by a white guy, and I get put on Sports Illustrated on the front page. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean,
I go viral for this.
This is gonna go down as one of the worst dunked on pictures ever.
It even inspired a whole theme game that Gabe has for you guys later.
Yeah.
But this is probably one of the best moments of Summer League for sure.
So yeah, besides that, the last guy I wanted to mention is for the Portland Trailblazers, the Summer League, Hanson Yang. He has looked so like unique. I mean, it's kind of like he's getting comparisons to Jokic and Şengün and Sabonis and everything, but
he has the best playmaking all three provinces.
Okay, pretty much the thing that makes him so good is that he's fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
That is like a dying breed of incoming player in the NBA. Being fundamentally sound is like finding the gold at the end of a rainbow. We were looking for it when we were in Hawaii. We saw rainbows like every day. There's no pot of gold.
I will say now that you mentioned that, he does remind me a lot of Timmy. Actually, in a lot of the ways he does his post moves, the way he spins, the one dribble, hezzy kind of stuff. All kind of reminds me of Timmy.
I didn't think of that comparison until now, but I think you're totally right. I mean, very fundamentally sound, like I just said. He doesn't use crazy athleticism, nothing too explosive.
Nothing crazy flashy.
He just reads the defense and takes what is there.
Yeah. He makes really good decisions. And you know what? As simple as that is, as a young guy, like, sometimes that's all you can ask for. And, you know, sometimes I think, like, when you get to that high level and the athletes are that good, the simple plays are sometimes the hardest to see. Because you're thinking about so much, of so many moving pieces. You have to make that instinctual, you know, quick reflex decision, and only some guys can do that, and I think Yang Hansen can.
Yeah, and really what's interesting is, like, he plays he plays for the team, as a unit. That's something, especially in the summer league. Like I was mentioning earlier, these guys are trying to prove their worth to earn playing time, to earn a roster spot. He's playing as a leader of the team, as an on-court general. He's passing the ball very well. I'm excited to see what this kid can do in Portland.
You think they made the right choice picking him top 16? He was in the stands, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting him to go that high. Obviously, I wasn't super familiar with his game ahead of the draft, but I've been, you know, really excited to see what he's got. I looked at all of his highlights. He's very exciting to me. He's not going to be like, you know, a 30-point per game guy ever, but I think I can see him being like a 15-15 guy with 7 assists, and that's the type of guy any team would want.
Absolutely.
But anyways, we're done with Summer League.
Yeah.
And some other news with the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah.
Dame time, Damian Lillard. He's going back home after being with the Bucks for 2 years. He was with the Trail Blazers for 11 years before the big time trade for him to, or was it free agency? I don't remember. He ended up with the Bucks, and he was on a 4-year contract. He's still got like over $100 million on the contract, 120-ish or something. He got bought out from the Bucks after tearing his Achilles. The Bucks were just totally giving up on him, it seemed like.
Yeah.
They wanted to buy him out, and he's going to be making over $20 million every year from that buyout. He decided to sign with the Blazers. It was like a 4-year, $63 million deal. So he's still going to be making his money, and it might be more than $20 million a year from the Bucks. But even if he wasn't playing, he was going to be making the money from the Bucks.
Right, because of the contract, right?
Yeah, so Lillard going home. I'm excited to see that.
And also with the Trailblazers, it's interesting because 2 bigs are their future. You got Young Hansen, and then you got Donovan Clingan. Am I saying that right? They recently also just got, is it Gary Payton? Am I saying?
Well, they have Drew Holiday.
No, sorry, Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
I knew they got a guard. So they have a pretty interesting team.
I'm surprised that Drew Holiday didn't get bought out.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's a championship level guy. He's a glue guy, defensive 3-and-D.
Right.
Defensive menace. So you want to see him on a championship type of team. The Celtics seem like they might be blowing it up too. I mean, Horford probably not going to get signed back with them. Tatum out with the Achilles injury. They really only got the 6th Man of the Year winner, Peyton Pritchard, and Jaylen Brown right now to look forward to. They're under new ownership. Anyways, another guy in the Blazers I wanted to mention, Shaedon Sharpe.
Oh, Shaedon Sharpe.
I think he's a
I like
crazy raw athlete.
Yeah.
If he has a guy like Lillard, who's one of the best shooters of all time, and is trained with his the practice squad every day, he's gonna. I'm sure he's going to improve with his 3-point shooting. So we'll see. The Blazers are interesting.
I'm glad Lillard's back on his team, and he's probably going to retire there. It's a good fit, and
probably so.
He'll probably never win a ring, but he'll always be fan favorite, legend, retired jersey, all that. So
yeah, I think he's already 35, so like a 3-year deal with the.
Another similar situation before we move on to other news. I wanted to quickly go over Bradley Beal on the Clippers.
Bro, he held the Suns hostage last season, and he was like unwilling to budge from like. Any type of he had a no trade clause. He doesn't have a no trade clause now that he's signed with the Clippers. They fixed that mistake. Why would you ever give Bradley Beal a no trade clause? Anyways, he turned down $14 million going into next season to get a buyout. He signed with the Clippers in free agency. James Harden supposedly was a big part of Beal deciding to go to the Clippers. There's a lot of teams that were in the mix. Supposedly the Miami Heat.
They're always in the mix.
Always for Bradley Beal specifically. He's been in the mix for the past 3-4 years. I believe the Warriors, they had some traction that they thought he was going to sign with the Warriors. The Lakers need some more scoring. I don't think that was the right fit.
Yeah.
But
I think Clippers are going to be fun because Harden needs help. And Kawhi's he's always a question mark. So
exactly. So, I mean, the Clippers also, they lost Norman Powell
That's right.
Norman Powell's over a 20-point per game score, about 50% from the field, about 40%
So Powell
from
for
three.
Beal, basically.
It's pretty much a replacement.
Yeah.
Both those guys do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of just...
Beal might be even a little... I mean, Suns fans might disagree, but Beal might be a better caliber shooting guard, maybe.
He's more efficient from three, but like I would say Powell's slightly better, but like it's not much of a downgrade. It's barely a downgrade.
Yeah. Agreed.
So Beal to the Clippers.
Any other free agents that matter?
Anything that's really interesting?
Those are the big ones.
Yeah, that's just what's happened recently.
Yeah.
We already covered most of it.
I know you mentioned earlier, this isn't any signing news, but some kind of Kevin Durant.
Oh, there's some Kevin Durant drama, like there is every offseason, whether it's where he signs in free agency, where he gets traded to, what team is he going to be playing for. He always has off the court drama. He's very active on X. You know, I always
formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, I always want to call it Twitter, but he's very active on X. He's always replying to haters or like he was commenting on the Bradley Beal trade because Beal posted a picture where he was like this, like deuces, I'm out of here, after he pretty much ruined the Suns franchise for the next 5 years. So pretty much Durant commented and he was saying, yeah, good thing you left that shit show of organization.
Yeah.
You left those clowns, something along those lines.
Yeah.
And he was having a back and forth with some guy, just like a fan from Phoenix. So that was really funny to see.
Yep.
Anyways, there was some other drama with Durant again.
Yeah.
He went on the Mind the Game podcast, which is LeBron James and Steve Nash. Formerly it had J.J. Redick, the now coach of the Lakers, so they thought there was some
little drama there.
So they didn't want to keep J.J. They replaced him with Steve Nash. If y'all remember correctly, Steve Nash was the coach of the Brooklyn Nets when they had James Harden and Kyrie Irving, and Steve Nash was the head coach. He got axed on that job like his first year, I believe.
Yeah, not even the whole
wasn't
year.
even halfway through the season, I don't think. And he got fired, and Jacques Vaughn took over as the head coach. But anyways, they took the Milwaukee Bucks 7 games that year, and if Durant had that one 3-point shot where his toe was on the line, they ended up losing that game. If he had his foot back another inch, who knows? And maybe they would have gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Bucks won the championship that year.
Yep,
I believe,
they
right?
did. They did. They beat the Suns.
Yeah, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, there was some drama because Durant went on this Mind the Game podcast. He was talking to Steve Nash, and they were discussing, hey, what this team could have been. We had so much potential. There was so much drama going on because Kyrie Irving was refusing to get the COVID vaccine, and he had to sit out games at home.
Harden requested a trade.
It wasn't allowed to play at home because of the New York laws about the vaccinations. Harden requested a trade, forced his way out. Durant and Steve Nash supposedly had a really strong connection. They knew that they wanted to make something special out of that unit, and the other two guys didn't seem like they were on board as much. So Durant said all this in the podcast, and Kyrie tweeted like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get into this topic on my live stream."
So look out for that.
So Kyrie's been doing live streams like these Kai Cenat guys and all that.
I Show Speed.
Just playing games, reacting.
I saw Giannis
clips.
on with I Show Speed too recently.
Right, yeah.
It's been funny.
So pretty much Kyrie is now going to give his response to what Durant said on the Mind the Game podcast.
It's a slow news day.
Slow news, yeah. This is off season.
we have a couple more segments for you. First one real quick. Fred VanVleet is the NBPA president.
Yeah, so VanVleet got nominated as the Player Association president. That I'm pretty sure all the players get a vote, and the owners of teams, I believe, have some kind of vote as well.
Okay.
So like the representation for the players is going to be in Fred VanVleet's hands. So I think that's a perfect guy for that role. Super honorable guy, super likable. Doesn't get a ton of hate by anybody. I think he has a lot of respect for players around the league. So our hometown Fred is going to be the president.
Yeah.
So that's pretty sick.
And I think it's fun to have him on our team. Nick, I know you're not a big Fred VanVleet fan, but right now with the way our team is built, Fred works best when he has giant guys to screen for him. That's like where he's not like a James Harden big guy who's going to dance around and step back. No, he's going to keep that ball low. He's going to use his body, and he's going to create screens and pick and rolls. And I think having someone efficient like that, a steadying force, it shows that in the presidency and in our own team, this guy is a leader. So I think it shows a good vote of confidence.
So I mean, that's not too much more to add on to that. I just really like Fred having that honor,
Yeah.
I think will make him be an even better leader
Yeah.
for his own team.
I agree. I mean, look what it did for Chris Paul. I think he was one of the presidents before, and I think it really does reflect, a floor general both on and off the court. Last segment here before we let y'all go until next episode. Sleeper teams. We got some sleeper teams we want to talk about. Gabe, I know you're a big watcher of many different bad teams as well, not just the good. That's why he's our analyst, not me. I'm more of a follow the good teams and general sports. Yeah, I'm a bandwagoner with the NBA, except the Rockets. I followed them with the whole Silas era, so that makes me a diehard because that was awful. I watched Usman Garuba start games. All right. Anyway, I want to move on to.
Man, that was terrible.
Yeah, I want to move on. Yeah, I watched Josh Christopher back up John Wall. Anyway, so let's go to the sleeper teams. I have two in mind: the Magic and the Hawks.
Magic and the
Do you
Hawks.
have anyone else?
So the Hawks are one of mine.
Okay.
I'm really interested to see how the Hawks play this year after acquiring Porzingis.
Okay.
So
Tingus
they
Pingus.
still got Luke. They got Luke Kennard now in free agency.
Yep.
Good shooter.
Yeah, good shooter.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
We wanted Luke Kennard, I think.
We did.
The Rockets.
We wanted
thinking about it.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker too.
Yeah.
So they
The
got
Hawks
two new
got
additions.
Ooh, they're
They
going to
got
be good on defense.
Porzingis. They still got Ricochet, the number 1 pick from last year.
Dude,
Trae
he's
Young.
a problem.
Trae Young is obviously going to be Trae Young. He's not going to waver too much from what he does. 25 plus points a game, 11-ish assists a night.
Don't they have a good center too?
Onyeka Okongwu was
He's
pretty
all
good.
right,
They
yeah.
had Capella. We have Capella now.
We got him back, baby.
Dyson Daniels had a fantastic year. I believe most
First
player.
team. All D.
First team all defense. I believe led the NBA in steals. They're a very versatile team. This team reminds me more of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's
Because
a good comparison.
They have an offensive-minded, smaller guard, Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young. You have a lanky, versatile defender that can shoot a three, like Evan Mobley.
Okay.
And Kristaps Porzingis.
Yes.
And you have another big man that's serviceable, rebounding, block shots, set the screens, a more hefty type of center with Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah.
You have, this is the one, in the starting lineup that kind of switches. Luke Kennard versus DeAndre Hunter. Hunter's more defensive-minded. Kennard is more offensive-minded. But they're both very strong.
I like the one
teams.
thing you didn't mention with the Hawks. Their wings. They got Ricochet and Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
And Dyson Daniels.
Dyson Daniels. That's a lot of length.
A lot of lockdowns, too.
Yeah, a lot of lockdown and a lot of length. So it is a good mix, I think.
With Trae Young and Porzingis with those defenders, it reminds me a lot of the Cavs. I don't think they're going to be like number 1 team in the East.
They're going to be fun, though.
They're going to be a playoff team, I think. And they made some solid improvements.
So that's going to be a fun team to
moving
look out
on, the Spurs,
for.
man.
Oh, my God. The Spurs.
The Spurs are growing fast.
Yeah.
They're making some really good decisions. They got
They're so scary.
What's his face? Dylan Harper in the draft this year. I mean, he's a little bit of a controversial guy, but like he's got a crazy toolbox on the offensive end. I think him next to what's his face? Stephon Castle.
Yeah.
Two bigger guards that can do a little bit of everything.
That's the backcourt of the future.
Yeah, for sure.
With Wemby?
And you have De'Aaron Fox, bro.
God.
So you got 3 crazy offensive skilled
guards.
Versatile.
So Harper's off the bench,
athletic-
it sounds like, huh?
Probably. He's a rookie.
And you got Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's still there. He's going to be a leader. He's not going to play a ton of minutes like he didn't play a lot last year. But Wembanyama got medically cleared by the athletic doctors, whatever the hell, because he had blood clots last season. He had to end the season early after the De'Aaron Fox trade. But Wemby, we've all kind of been following the spectacle of him going to Asia for the summer and going to the Great Wall and training with Shaolin monks and everything.
He's a kung fu master.
So he's back on U.S. soil now, and he said that he's very excited to show the world what this unorthodox Eastern training is going to bring to his game.
Wow.
So that's something I'm excited to see. Obviously,
Gong! Let's do this.
Still Keldon Johnson. Jeremy Sohan's still there. They got Luke Cornett from the Celtics this year.
Kelly Olynyk. All right. They got a deep team.
Bismack Biyombo's. I
Didn't
didn't even know he was still in the NBA.
I didn't even know he was in the NBA.
Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes.
Okay, so you're getting down to the dog days here, but
Harrison Barnes played a lot as a starter for them, but
okay. What happened to Sohan? Is he still on the team?
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah,
we even mentioned him. He's not terrible.
No, he's a great defender, rebounder. But anyways, we already talked about the Magic a little bit before with the Desmond Bane trade. I think they're going to make some improvements.
As long as they're healthy.
They can stay healthy. Franz Wagner and Paolo just stay healthy. They're going to be a playoff team.
Pistons.
So, those are my 3 teams that I wanted to go over real quick. Those are teams I'm calling dark horses going into next season. But yeah, man, I mean, there's not a ton else I want to talk about with the NBA, but there's a few funny things that I was going to ask you. So
Yeah.
I've been watching Squid Games.
Okay.
The newest season is out. Have you been watching it all?
I watched the first season, but I need to catch up with the second and the third.
The third season, like, I'm not hearing as much about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm only like 2-3 episodes in.
Okay.
But it's still really good.
It's good? Okay.
I mean, I think the initial hype
I've heard good things about it.
The initial hype has kind of died down a little bit, but it's still a great show in my opinion. But anyways, I've heard, I don't remember who the director was, but supposedly they're working on a U.S. version of Squid Games.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, I would just brainstorm this.
Yeah.
You know, Nick, you can jump in on this too. What games do you think would be on a U.S. version of Squid Games?
Gaga Ball.
Gaga Ball for sure.
God, that's a
for
great
sure
pick.
is one.
That's a great pick.
I'm just so it's based on like schoolyard like games, like Korean schoolyard games. So I think another like I'm thinking now back to Field Day. So sack racing, kickball,
There's gonna be
Kickball.
tug of war, four corners. That's a very American game that I feel like would be a lot of fun.
Four corners would be good.
Bro, knockout.
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 Yeah, every
That
time
would
you
be
get
sick.
knocked out, you actually get shot.
You know, I mean, I was thinking like we talked about this a little bit off air, but like I was thinking of like doing like 21 for basketball or like 3v3 pickup. I don't know how that would work because
I feel like you could, but like that's the difference. Is those are sports because you could say that about soccer too. You could do a 5v5 futsal match, but that's not really a kids game vibe. I feel like a difference would be like horse. That's a kids game. Horse or
great.
pig. That would be a really fun one. Another one if we were gonna do soccer is I don't know if y'all know what World Cup is. It's like a free for all. There's one goalie, and if you score the goal, then you become the goalie. So it kind of keeps moving around.
I did that one time with Coach Jones.
Yeah. Or Protect the President, Dodgeball.
Oh my god.
Those kinds
Capture
of games
the
would be
flag.
fun. Capture the flag.
Capture the flag would be great.
Yeah.
What's it called? When like you hold hands, you have to like run through people. Round robin.
Yeah, Round Robin.
Oh my god. there's
Sharks
so
and
many.
Minnows. Simon
That's
Says.
not really like a schoolyard.
That's true. It's
Oh,
not.
you know what?
Pool.
I got it. Marco Polo.
Oh, that'd be
I
crazy.
know, but you need a pool. Like
It doesn't have to be in a pool. It can just be like in a big room.
I guess.
I don't know.
I feel like one of the episodes could be like a pool episode, like a water episode would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Another one that'd be really funny would be Heads Up 7-Up because it's such a simple game, but I feel like they could make that into a crazy
If you
like
get caught
episode.
cheating, looking at their
Yeah,
shoes,
you
get,
die.
like, blasted.
Yeah, and you like the only way is like you have to like hear the shuffling of people's feet or something to tell, and like you could people are stressing because like your thumb's down, and that means like if you don't guess it you get killed, but if you guess the person they get killed.
Oh, that's great. I like that too.
Because then like it would be like mind games because you know like your friend wouldn't kill you, so like one of your enemies put your thumbs down. Right, but then like there could be like a betrayal where like some guy like pretends to be friends with someone and then puts his own friend's thumb down. I'm already going off. Heads Up 7-Up. That's my favorite game so far.
I mean, it could even be like Cops and Robbers.
Cops and Robbers. Man, I haven't played these games. Jelly Tag, where you like link arms, and like the
Oh my
more
God.
people who get tagged.
Freeze tag.
Freeze tag.
Freeze tag, where like if you tag them, they're like you can't move. It's just like the red light, green light thing.
Yeah.
And if you move, you get shot or something.
Oh my god, kids games. I mean, the fun thing is that everybody knows how to play them still.
Yeah.
So like you could, and like the worst part of that whole Squid Game stuff is that like the games aren't fun because you're gonna die if you like mess up. So
You know what? Hopscotch.
Hopscotch, dude.
If you put
Imagine if it gets really hard.
Yeah, it's like a 50.
It's like hopscotch, but like 100 feet in the air.
Yeah. And
I
if you
think
fall
If you
off,
mess it up, you just.
yeah. Or if you like use both feet, like the sensors, you just drop. Whew. Oh, you guys know Lava Monster? Do you know that game?
I'm sure I do.
It's a game I used to play when I was a kid where you get on top of a jungle gym and the lava monster can't go on the jungle gym. They can only like move around it or like step on like colored panels because you know how most jungle gyms the floor is black.
Mm-hmm.
So like the lava monster can't go on the black floor, but they can go everywhere else.
Oh yeah.
It's like a little kid's tag game.
There was actually a show about that.
Really?
It was it was a kid's show. It was like Don't Touch the Lava.
Okay. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like they should bring American Squid Games, and they should also make an American Physical 100. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's a Korean show where they try to get 100 like super top physical peak humans. And as a Korean, I love that show. But imagine the American athletes. There's way more of them. They're way more jacked.
So it's just
Because in Physical 100, a lot of the athletes are like it's like a cheerleader or like a influencer,
a fitness
or
influencer,
or it's like someone who's like maybe they were in the Olympics once, but they're not like top tier because it's Korea. Korea's 30 million people. There's only so many.
Yeah.
If you have America, 300 million people, like tons of athletes, like you could get the best like guys. Like imagine LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron. And like there's a lot of famous people in the physical 100 Korea. So let me put this into perspective. There was like one black guy.
Yeah.
In physical 100.
Yeah, and he was a dancer.
Yeah, he wasn't like
he almost won.
He almost won. He almost won.
Like he got to like the one right before like the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the most interesting shows. But I would just love to see like Michael Phelps.
Oh my God.
Like what's her name?
Ronda
Rousey. Sure. Oh, I was talking about the
well,
gymnast, the really famous gymnast.
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles. Imagine someone like that, like actual top tier, like red, white, and true.
Shaq go up against Simone Biles.
Yeah, and then the first one is like weightlifting, and the second one is like a back handspring.
You gotta see Shaun White out there or something, man.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Like
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, any of these like top tier American athletes, I feel like it would take off. But the only problem is they're so much more famous than Koreans that it would probably cost so much.
Yeah, that's what I was just to say. Yeah. Like, there's no feasible way for them to do that.
Yeah. Imagine like Brian Shaw.
All of them.
Brian Shaw.
All of them are gonna expect some sort of like money.
Because
American athletes, we're kind of entitled over here.
Yeah.
We expect a lot of money, or we're like, the whole Jimmy Butler thing. Oh, I'm not gonna play. I'm just not gonna do anything until you give me more money or you give me somewhere else.
I think the best part of Physical 100, it really showed me like what kind of athletic things that certain sports are good at. So climbing, those guys are incredible at any kind of hanging stuff, any of those challenges. Because like if imagine Brian Shaw, any of the strength stuff, easy money.
Yeah.
But imagine him trying to do the pacer test. He'd probably be the first one to lose.
Imagine he had to hang on the monkey bars.
Yeah.
The person who, like the person in second place in Physical 100 in like the first season, he was like a giant 300-pound bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Like some big fat.
Yeah.
He wasn't fat.
Well, he compared to the others.
He had like the power lifter build.
No, the guy who won was a firefighter though.
I said who like almost won.
Oh, the runner-up. Yeah. Okay.
The runner-up, like it was like he was like third place, so it was like.
I know the big dude who was like he was just like a big dude. Yeah, he had the boulder on his. Yeah.
And like the only way he lost is because like it was just like a war of attrition.
Yeah.
And his like opponents were just
they're quicker.
He's a big
they were
guy,
quicker. Yeah.
So he did amazing for his size.
Yeah.
But the other two guys, they're like shredded 150-pounder dudes.
Yeah.
And
so they could do more agility stuff.
Like the competition was like running or something.
Yeah, it was it was like a but as a physical 100 contestant, you have to be well rounded.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why like it'd be really interesting to see who's actually more physically gifted. Is it LeBron? Is it Michael Phelps? Is it Usain Bolt? Like you know what I mean? Like, who is it?
We need to see. What's his face? Oh my God! I just brain farted. You don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the women in the boats? You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God! You don't know?
I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name.
I'm not sure.
Oh crap! What is his name?
I'll say this.
No, how am I forgetting his name?
While Gabe's thinking about the name, I'll say this about Physical 100 too. I think it would be so interesting to see like if there are a lot of activities that women are better at.
David Goggins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See David Goggins.
I would love to see Goggins. I don't know. I think that would be a really interesting, and a lot more interesting than the Korean one, just because like there would be a lot more familiar faces.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be like top tier athletes necessarily, like Olympians.
Throw in some bowlers.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, man. It could be like ex-Navy SEALs,
MMA fighters.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that'd be a lot of
climbers.
fun. The activities are a lot of fun to watch them do. So like I think one of them was one of the guys who also runner up like top 16 in the Korean one was some AAA baseball player from America.
Some
tall,
white guy.
kid.
Yeah,
and he made it far.
Like 7 feet tall.
He was like 6'7".
So
yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's gonna be our episode for today. We had a lot of fun news for you guys. Next week we're going to come back with even more news, bigger and better than ever. Gabe, do you want to close us out, my man?
Yeah, like and subscribe. Comment on what you think about the AI stuff, what type of games we should play with them. free-for-all style, 2 AIs versus 2 guys, whatever you think. Things like that, let us know. We had a fun one here.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Remember always to shoot for it.
Shoot for it.
Peace. What's up, everybody? This episode of the Shoot For It podcast is brought to you by Bayou Bodega. That's right. We just actually, a few weeks ago, came back from Mr. Tyler's, one of his events that he was attending. Bought some really cool merch. I actually bought a Rainforest Cafe t-shirt for my friend who loves Rainforest Cafe, and he absolutely loved that shirt when I gave it to him. He loved it.
Awesome.
So, guys, he has really great quality and pretty unique sportswear. So if you're ever in Houston, if you're ever at the Post, or if you guys find him online, we'll keep the link in the description. You can find all the coolest merch right there for you guys to buy.
Yeah, whatever you need. Graphic tees, thrifted jeans, secondhand gear. He's got like gloves and jorts and socks and whatever you can think of. Tyler's your man. Check out Bayou Bodega.
Absolutely. Y'all have it. Check it out. See you soon.